You're watching the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
What up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Austen Lane, Jason Hamby pushing all the right buttons. You know, it's crazy. There's only 2 NFL teams left for the Super Bowl, but we got plenty to talk about in terms of drama, in terms of signings, in terms of he said, she said.
Oh.
The NFL is just it's the gift that keeps on giving, whether it's the in-season, the off-season, or in between, and we'll talk about some of that stuff later on. But I wanted to start with this, Hamby, because obviously temperatures are dropping a little bit, and that's all good. No worries. I mean, you know, I think compared to the North, I think we're doing just fine. I'm still rocking a T-shirt and shorts comfortably.
Speaking of,
by the way, hit me with it. What do you got?
We'll get that to something. Another head coach rocking shorts and should not be.
Well, no, he's trying to make a statement, and do you want to get into that right now, or do you want to get to a little bit?
I mean, I think this is insane.
Yeah, I mean, because this is kind of it's a little segue to what I'm going to go with this first conversation here. But if we have the picture of Joe Brady,
I mean, first of all,
Hamby, this is nothing new to me. Like, see, you sent me this morning, like in shock almost. Like, what is this guy thinking?
bro.
This is nothing new to me, man.
No, okay.
Gotta
So first of all,
zoom it up though, huh?
And I will.
Okay.
But they throw this out there on a Thursday morning,
Yeah.
acting like people are not just as if it's one of 4 pictures. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's our new coach, Joe Brady, up at 5 a.m. entering the facility.
Which, spoiler alert, this is kind of what coaches do, but okay, yeah, by all means, showcase him. He's a tough dude, right?
Or you see the clock in the top left there on the bottom right picture, 4:41. All good.
In the morning, okay.
Bro.
Yeah.
12 degrees.
Hamby, like, but
12.
Hamby, you're shocked though.
12 of them
Hamby,
things.
I was raised in that climate, right? I was in great. Hey, I'm like Bane. You think you nearly adopted the cold? I was born in it, raised by it.
Is that supposed to be like Bane in the darkness?
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah. You think cold is your ally. I was born in the cold,
Right.
raised in the cold. You didn't see the cold, all that stuff. Dude, it's just, don't hate on it. This is what northern people do, right? Like, Hamby, you would be absolutely in shock if you go on a college campus in the middle of winter in central Wisconsin and you see what these kids are wearing. Like, we're talking, I've seen people, like when I go back home for the holidays, when I was in college, I would see people on campus during Christmas break rocking sandals, shorts, and a sweatshirt. It is what it is, man. Now, is there any rhyme or reason? Absolutely not, because one would think, well, you're going to keep your upper body warm. Why not keep your legs warm? But people are weird, man, and people like wearing shorts. Same thing with me. Like, listen, it would have to be in Jacksonville, we're talking 10 degrees or below if I truly had to wear pants. Like, sometimes I'll just wear pants just because that's all that's clean. But we're talking 10 degrees and below, I'll wear pants. If not, give me my high socks, my Vans, and my sweat shorts, and we're good to go.
Okay, you're from there, though.
Correct.
Joe Brady is from Pembroke Pines, Florida.
Joe Brady has been in Buffalo for how long now, though? Because wasn't he in Buffalo this past
2-3 years?
Exactly, man. He's getting that cold blood in him. Let him cook or let him freeze, whatever. However you want to look at it. Yeah. But getting back, so this is a great segue. So, I get up this morning pretty early, do my sprints on the beach. Spoiler alert.
Nice.
Pretty damn cold, though.
Yeah.
Right? Pretty damn cold, but you do what you got to do. And, when I'm done with my sprints and I'm just kind of doing my breath work and everything, it's amazing where your mind can go when you're not in your cell phone. You're not, you're at peace with the universe. And my mind went here. Hamby, I feel like we have a lot of differences, but we come from the same cloth, I feel like, in a little bit of our upbringing, right? I think maybe a little more of traditional old school homes with traditional values that raise great men. Is that fair to say?
I think so.
Okay, great, fantastic. Now, in those homes, and this is speaking of mine, then I want to get yours. So there wasn't necessarily rules, but there was unwritten laws that you kind of had to follow that looking back on, I'm not sure if it made a lot of sense or not. Here's my example. When it got to be below 20 degrees in Wisconsin, I distinctly remember my grandfather, my grandmother, or my mom saying, hey, go warm up your car. It's too cold. So you actually had to warm up your car for 10 to 15 minutes before you actually took off. Because apparently if it's too cold outside, your car is just going to explode. That's how it was perceived to me. Now, whether or not there's any truth to that, I'm not sure. Obviously, in Jacksonville, you don't have to worry about it, Hamby, because, well, it didn't really get that chilly.
Right.
The other one that my mind directly went to, that looking back on it now, I wish I could go ask my grandfather, my grandmother, and I'll ask my mom, what were we all thinking? Because there was a distinct rule when I was a child where if I sat in the car and we're driving someplace.
Oh, I know exactly where this is going.
If I turned on the light in the vehicle.
Illegal.
Hey.
Illegal.
One of two things is going to happen. The person driving was going to go off the road and kill us all, supposedly.
Yep.
Or the cops were going to pull us over, and guess what? It's 5 stars, Grand Theft Auto. I'm going to jail for at least 10 to 15. Like, that's honestly how it was perceived to me. Oh, turn the light off. You can't turn it. Was it that big a deal looking back on it now? My son does it all the time. Doesn't even affect me whatsoever. Now, granted, we have cell phones, iPads, touchscreens, and everything. Like, distractions are different than it was back then. Did you grow up in the household where if you turn on the light when you're going someplace, like that's a stage 5 misdemeanor right there, a felony?
Yeah, if the light was on at any point and it was dark, it was big trouble for more than 15 seconds.
Yeah,
you got 15 seconds to find anything, and other than that, it was over. It was over. Another one that I had was
and then this is my question: like, what other crazy things did you have growing up? Where it was like looking back on it now, hey. What were we doing?
I know I got told if I stand too close to the TV, I'm going to have vision problems.
Oh, you're going blind?
Yeah, I'm going blind.
Hamby, I spent my early my early years just watching VHS after VHS of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm talking like a foot away. I had to be there with the 4, right? Like me and Leonardo, we're going to town. I got the best vision you've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Didn't do anything.
No.
Okay, so that's a good division. Yep, stand in front of the TV.
Yeah, so I think those are probably 2 of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Trying to think of some others. Surely the chat can come up with some good ones.
Oh, that's what I'm asking, man.
Yeah.
Because like this is how I got started. I'm like, warming up that car. I'm not sure if I really had to get my ass up like an hour early from school to warm up the car, so like it wouldn't explode or break down or whatever. And I damn sure know as well that who's ever driving when I was a kid could handle a little light in a vehicle, being on for a second while I try to find like, my Game Gear or my Game Boy.
Oh, man, that one from Delphonic.
What you got?
Swallowing gum takes 7 years to digest. Hey. I don't think that came from my parents, but like I had friends, whoever, that was definitely in there.
My grandma took it one step further than that. My grandmother, because I used to love gum. I mean, come on. Big League Chew. I mean,
unreal.
I would act like I'm like Wade Boggs.
Oh, yeah.
You big old thing in my lip.
Wad,
hey,
yeah.
My grandma once told me that if I keep chewing gum like that, I'm going to get my stomach pumped. Because supposedly it happened to my cousin. And then get this. I asked my cousin like 10 years down the line, I'm like, hey, so my grandma used to say that you got your stomach pumped from chewing gum. He goes, no, what? So like that was all why, but yeah, you're gonna get your stomach pumped if you chew too much gum.
I got one more.
Not like I'm gonna swallow it. What do you got?
Cracking your knuckles will give you arthritis.
Oh, Hamby, let's go! Yes.
Yep.
And I used to love doing it.
Oh yeah.
There was what movie was it? It might have been Bloodsport. You probably never seen it. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No.
Where I believe the bad dude in that one cracks his knuckles. And I see that one time, I'm like, okay, I'm sold. I'm trying to be a badass. Let me crack these knuckles a couple times. So I started to get into a habit of cracking my knuckles. And lo and behold, my grandma's like, yep, you're going to get arthritis. You're going to lose your fingers. No, I don't think so. I think if I would have cracked my knuckles more, they'd probably be in better shape right now.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, so
here's the one that I'm not sure about.
What do you got?
Is the 30 minutes of patience it takes from eating to swimming legit.
See, I don't know. This one...
That one feels like that one could be true, but it seems like, where did we get this 30 minutes number from?
Hey, I'm not going to lie, and this could be a Chat GPT question. I still abide by that one, Hamby.
You do?
I don't know what it is. Yeah, and it's not like I'm going like swimming religiously like all the time, but like I feel like if I have a big lunch or whatever, the last thing I'm gonna do is like go in the ocean, go for a swim. Like that one, and it's probably foolish, but for some reason that one has always stuck with me because maybe it's like one of my biggest fears. Like I go in the ocean, all of a sudden, cramp, I'm going down. You know, like I don't even want to like risk it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once again, makes zero sense because you can eat, you can go work out, you can eat, you can literally do whatever. You can go for a run if you want. Probably gonna feel a little bogged down. You ain't cramping up. So then why is it when it's running, or I'm sorry, why is it when it's swimming that you're gonna get a cramp? Crazy.
I don't know.
Well, we have some great ones here. What else we got?
Liv in the chat says it wasn't a rule, but my mom told me raisins were candy. Imagine my shock during my first trick or treat when I didn't get any raisins. Hey, white chocolate yogurt covered raisins.
Those are candy.
Unreal.
Those are candy.
I used to get them every year for my birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like one of the little things.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get it, during the year.
Yeah.
That's a special.
Okay.
That and cereal.
Did you ever have the one where if you cross your eyes, you're going to stay like that?
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Because there was.
Hey.
But that wasn't from my parents, though. Here's the deal. Dude, wow, what a memory. I think in like VBS, I must have been 8, something like that. There was a lady at the church who was legitimately cross-eyed. Everybody in the class, as soon as she left the room, that's why you don't cross your eyes. That's why you don't make faces at your family. That's why you don't do this, that. I'm like, all right, well, shoot.
Yeah.
I'll buy it. It was like second and third graders or something like that, and I was in second grade, so it was like the third graders were so much wiser and smarter and so much more experienced, and they were the ones with that little story, so I was buying it, man. Like, I wasn't making any faces.
I've never crossed. So get this, dude, it's amazing where my memory goes to.
Roll your eyes, you're done.
I distinctly remember being I must have been in second or third grade, probably home from school, fake sick, and I'm watching Barney. And I remember but I remember there was a kid who was like, he had his eyes crossed, and like, listen, like everyone, like you probably went to school with a kid or you knew a kid that had their eyes crossed. I mean, it's just, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Every kid's eyes are gonna be perfect. We all have our quirks, our unique traits. It is what it is. It's fine. But I distinctly remember being like very young watching Barney, and my grandma, I think, was at the table or whatever, probably playing cards or something. And I go to my grandma, I'm like, "What's wrong with this kid's eyes?" And she goes, "See, that's what he gets for crossing his eyes too much." And I go, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm not crossing my eyes ever. Didn't even think about it." Bro. And I still remember it to this day. This is a therapy session, my guy. This is trauma getting unleashed.
Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing it thinking like, well, I mean, Barney accepted him, man, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not trying to, have my eyes look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Step on the cracks, break your mom's back.
Oh. Grandma didn't need like the backstory. Didn't even need to see the guy. It was just immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stephen Guerin can do the taker's eyes. All right. So another segue here. Baseball.
No, please.
Walk-up
Yeah.
songs.
Let's get.
And we will get to football.
No. Let's get into some sports now.
Walk-up songs. Okay.
Bake up walk-ups. Okay. Oh,
so
this is you go back in your childhood.
So now, like back in the day, we couldn't have walk-up songs because it was like, no, that's for professional athletes. Like, we're not doing that.
I never had a walk-up
Right.
song. Even in high school, when I used to call like baseball games till I got fired from it because I swore on the mic at a hot mic.
Yep.
But we never had walk-up songs.
So now it's almost uncommon if you don't. Like even travel ball teams that are like 8-year-olds, they'll have them and all that stuff.
If you're gonna pay the money, you better get a good experience.
All right, so we have them for school baseball, and we had a scrimmage the other night. One of our kids chose the Takers theme music. Unbelievable.
I'm not mad at that.
And then another one of our kids chose Rollins.
Hold up. Okay, so Rollins I can get, right, because he's obviously a wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the kid that you're talking about, he's not
He's 16.
Okay, so maybe, so he understands. He gets Undertaker. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Little League, like grade schoolers. No. Okay.
Yeah, we got the dead
that's
man.
badass. That's badass.
Yeah.
What would your walk-up song be?
So I had one in high school. It was Tom Sawyer.
Oh, Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, nicely done. I like that. Wait, could you pick what part of the song?
Yeah.
So like, what was it like the?
I
bridge?
chose the beginning.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
because
nice crescendo. Okay.
So
dang, I don't know what I would pick.
If you could have one WWE
entrance.
Oh,
dude, come on, Stone Cold. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
How about current?
Current. I mean, the Rock's Final Boss one now I like a lot. The obviously Roman Reigns, but you know what? I'm going CM Punk, man.
Yeah.
And it's funny, for my walkout song, I'm pretty sure my manager wanted me to walk out to Cult of Personality from CM Punk.
You would do Joe Hendry?
I mean, Joe Hendry's classic, but I feel like it's more catered toward Joe Hendry, man. But dude, you want to talk about the glass and this is the cool thing about wrestling is you can hear any glass shatter and you immediately go, oh.
Stone. Yeah, where
Stone
is he?
Cold.
Who's getting stunned?
Stone Cold, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick.
What you got?
If you're a wrestling fan and you're anticipating the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, go back last night and find the Scrap House, Final Edition.
Final Edition.
Austen, Kasey, I was checking in. I was listening.
Yeah, man.
That was a fun one.
And the end of an era, but we kind of went out on a high note. It was fun.
You did?
Yep.
And you get some Royal Rumble predictions.
Yeah.
At the very end there, some interesting ones with Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, Breaker, Lesnar, what's going to happen with the Vision.
Do we have Brent tomorrow or not? Because usually we do like a WrestleMania predictions. We should have him do his Royal Rumble predictions.
We will definitely do that.
Yeah, we can maybe do that. I think that into a game.
For
but
sure.
like, listen, I've said this all the time on the show. The Royal Rumble is my favorite event wrestling-wise. Me and the homies all get together. We have numbers depending who the entrant is, and then we get, we have a pool and everything.
Really?
Yeah, it's really awesome. This year, it went all the hell because, well, number one, I have to go to – and by the way, you're going to a wedding, too, in Orlando on Saturday.
Yeah.
So am I.
You're going to a wedding?
Yeah, in Orlando.
Really?
Kasey told me
Same one?
I don't know. Is it? I think there's a lot of weddings going on.
What's the
Seth.
first? No.
Okay, we're all good then. But
we'll pray for your car on the way down.
Appreciate you, man. Thoughts and condolences. But the thing is so usually the Royal Rumble's at night.
Yeah,
which is
you're
fine.
not getting to the main event till
Of
10
course.
o'clock.
Well, it's in Saudi Arabia this year, so the thing starts at like 2 p.m. because they're catering to Saudi Arabian time.
Brutal.
Which, hey, I wish the UFC would do when I'm gonna go fight in England, but it is what it is.
Yep.
Nevertheless, yeah. So I'm gonna miss the Royal Rumble. I'll have to check it out later that evening when I get back from the wedding from Orlando.
Yeah.
So,
Watch it. But what's it on?
Okay, great question, man. I don't know. One of the 10 apps that they're peddling out now. I have no idea, actually.
Yeah, my dad wanted me to
Peacock.
come over and watch it. I wanted to too, but I got to go to this wedding
Yeah.
anyway.
And by the way, outdoor, give me a little chilly. And I'm standing up in it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. Like I'm excited for it. I'm just, it's the temperatures that are. Once again, I mean, I can handle them, but I gotta have my son's gonna be there as well. So
Listen.
I gotta make sure he's
just
good
say
to go.
one thing.
What you got?
If you told me at the top of the show that it would have to be 10, 15 degrees for you to get in shorts,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything when it's 35 and you got a suit on.
No, hey, I'm not wearing a suit though. But that's the thing I'm talking about,
no
Hamby.
suit.
No, so it's a little more casual.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a white button-up T-shirt.
Okay.
And then they said, "Come as you are." So and they said it's gonna be tan pants. Well, hey, tan Dickies and some Vans.
Yeah, no problem.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no problem at all.
You're welcome.
Right.
Hey, nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
Right.
Here's my tan Dickies and my button-up shirt, just like I said I was gonna do. So it's the whole T-shirt thing that we'll see, but I think I'll be all right.
No problem.
Yeah.
Hey, let's take an early break. When
Let's
we come
do it.
back, we'll get into the coaching. NFL, who has won this cycle? We'll also talk about these two guys right here. New
Jaguars
additions.
making some waves.
That's right. New additions to Liam Coen's staff. That's ahead on the Brent and Austen Show. Appreciate everybody hopping in on a Thursday. Football talk is next.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports.
There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax Pal.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Brent and Austin Show on a Tuesday, and the Jacksonville Jaguars announced 2 new additions to the coaching staff. On your left, Mathieu Araujo as a defensive pass game coordinator, and on your right, Brian Picucci coming over from Tampa Bay as the run game coordinator. To me, this is Coen wanted Picucci, Campanile wanted Araujo.
Sure.
And it's about as simple as that. The interesting thing here was obviously, when Campanile was interviewing, he interviewed in Miami, and then they hired Halfley. If I have my timeline correctly, Araujo was announced that he would be, or at least reports, that he would be coming to the Jag staff about like a week ago. Mm-hmm. And they didn't know exactly what role that would be for. So, but that begged the question at the time. We asked it, is Campanile hiring a replacement when there's a shot that he's not even going to be here? And how does that work? Because it's obviously they had their relationship because Araujo came from the Dolphins on the defensive side. He and Campanile, we were probably good buddies.
Yeah.
But now in hindsight, I wonder if they had a deal in place where there would have been a different title for Araujo if Campanile would have moved on. Because keep in mind, he Araujo did, interviewed in New York for the Jets defensive coordinator job.
Yes.
Which to me also is just encouraging from the fact that he got at least a shot at a DC, and he's the defensive pass game coordinator, which is just one of many voices.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's a heck of a coach if he's getting DC looks.
No, for sure. This thing can mean. Okay, so let's talk about Araujo first.
Mm-hmm.
Campanelli knows him.
Yeah,
yes.
they work together in
They work
Miami.
together in Miami. Correct. Okay. So yeah, one could say, okay, you bring in Araujo just because if Campanelli left, then could he fill the role of defensive coordinator?
Right.
There's some familiarity there. And I say, well, hang on, let's pump our brakes a little bit. Because if Camp left, why wouldn't he bring the guy that he knows with him to be the D coordinator? Say it was Miami
100%.
or say it was
Arizona.
Arizona,
Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't buy into the narrative that he was trying to hire his predecessor. I just think he's trying to find a guy that he's comfortable working with where, number one, if it does go down and he gets a head coaching job, well, then you bring him as a defensive coordinator. And if not, well, then you just, you fill the building with people that you know because it's all about relationships. And this can be a great thing or it can be sometimes a bad thing. I said this all the time. Like, sometimes the best candidates don't get hired. It's the candidates that you feel the most comfortable with, that you have relationships with. Now, based off the success of Coach Campanelli, I have nothing but trust in him to say this Arroyo guy is probably the best guy for the gig because I trust what Coach Camp is bringing to the table. This isn't necessarily like a Press Taylor situation where it's like, okay, well, is he really the best? Should he be, is he calling the plays? Is he not? Like, no, this is a defensive coordinator who has earned some flowers after last season, who's got a lot of respect now in this organization, who's starting to bring in his own guys, and I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. And on the other side, you have Brian Picucci, who is coming over from Tampa Bay. You get the idea that Coen wanted him last year, but wasn't quite able to make it happen.
Yeah, Tampa maybe trying to play the block or the reverse or whatever. We're playing some Uno.
Yes. So the book on Picucci is he's obviously spent the last 2 years in Tampa Bay. He also as the offensive line coach. So he's going to serve as the run game coordinator for the Jags, offensive line guy background with Tampa Bay. He actually was with Coen at Kentucky as well a couple of years ago. And here's the interesting one. Picucci coached Coen at UMass in Coen's college days from 2005 to 2008. So, yeah.
I mean, so what's his title? It's run game coordinator?
Run game coordinator.
Run game coordinator.
Yeah, and then Waldron is the pass game coordinator.
Pass game coordinator.
Yep.
So how many coaches now are on the staff?
A ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And let me ask, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, and I'm not even sure where the Jaguars rank in terms of number of assistants, special liaisons, whatever, on a team. But how do you feel about all the coordinators and everybody? Because one could say, okay, it makes your job as a head coach or a coordinator easier because now you can focus more on just the overall picture, and then you can reference whenever your special assistant brings something to the table. But on the other side, you can go, okay, well, is it too many personalities and too many cooks in one kitchen? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I don't mind it at all. Obviously, it's worked. It worked last year. We kind of laughed a little bit, how many titles can you come up with for these guys? Because it was well, Cohen's calling the plays. Then you have Udinski. You have Spencer Whipple as the quarterback coach. You have Shane Waldron as the pass game coordinator. I mean, those are all guys who could either have or very well could be offensive coordinators. So you pretty much had 4 offensive coordinators in one. So it worked. At the end of the day, it worked, and you saw a lot of progression from Trevor Lawrence. So, the run game was hit or miss last year. It was great in the beginning of the year, kind of trailed off. Obviously, as we've said, number one, because your passing game really just took a step forward, and you were just more confident in that. But number two, it did take a step back, and you ended up at, I think we said 22nd or 23rd in rushing yards, even though you were 8th in attempts, I believe was the stat that we talked a lot about last week. Yeah, I think, you bring in the guy that you're very familiar with if you're Coen, and you try to make small adjustments in the run game to get that into the top 10.
Well, and this is what I think we should talk about a little bit too with Araujo, is the fact that he's coming from Miami. Now, Miami is in the midst of a giant change, new coach and everything, and probably not going to compete for a division this year. So they could still sell some of their players off. I wonder if bringing a guy like Arroyo over comes over and says, okay, well, hey, Miami's got this guy. Maybe he's going to be a free agent, or maybe they're trying to trade somebody, because now you have the luxury of having inside information of, is there any players from Miami that might make some sense, or Tampa on the other side of the ball, that might make some sense in terms of bringing them over here? Because we know anything about James Gladstone is the dude's never not working in terms of trying to upgrade the roster.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about either of these two players, but I just looked and there are two cornerbacks for the Dolphins. I know Melifonwu.
Okay.
And then another guy, but Cater Kohau.
Yep.
Both 26, 27 years old. Were on $3 million deals previously with Miami. You obviously expect Travis Hunter to fill one of those spots, and obviously Jerry and Jones isn't going anywhere, and none of your guys really in the cornerback room are going anywhere. But if you didn't want to bring back Buster Brown, which I hope they do, I think everybody does, potentially you have somebody there.
It's wild because when you say in this secondary, right, because it's not perfect, there's room for upgrading. Do you see them going more of safety, or do you see them going more corner? Because you can sit here and say safety, okay, but, well, I think Murray's coming back, yeah?
Yes.
And then you have Caleb Bransaw, who I get is kind of unproven right now, and I'm not even sure I assume he's going to be back to 100% by the time training camp starts. Like, how could he not be? Or OTAs start?
Right.
But you have a guy in Caleb Bransaw that we haven't even seen yet. Like, do you think the emphasis is going to be more on the safety position, or do you try to upgrade the cornerback position next to Travis Hunter?
Yeah, I think it honestly could be the corner, just because you're very comfortable with Murray. I don't think you're probably re-signing Dewey.
Mm-hmm.
But
we'll see with Dewey.
We'll see.
Because he's still a special teams guy if it doesn't work out at corner.
I get it, but the fact that Johnson took a huge step, and you're really going to want to see what you have with Ransaw, I would have a tough time believing that Gladstone doesn't believe that Ransaw can be as good and a much cheaper option than Dewey. So I would say you're probably set at safety, honestly. Not that it's the best position group. I just don't think they'll necessarily make an addition there. Whereas corner, if you don't want to go get Buster Brown or re-sign him.
Which, I mean, you could, I don't know what the franchise tag is going to look like in terms of corner. Probably pretty pricey.
Yeah, I mean.
And he'll probably command some money, man.
He probably will. Let me address one thing in the chat. Delphonic saying that Araujo replaced Ron Milas.
Yeah.
I think, but maybe not necessarily. Or maybe it might not be like kind of a 1-for-1, because Milas is, at least his title now, just based off of his title, was DB coach. And Araujo, his title as of now, is defensive pass game coordinator.
Yeah. But
so are they doing the same things? Maybe, but maybe Campanile brings in a DB coach so Araujo can really do a zoomed out version. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it might not be, 1-for-1. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So yeah, two new coaches. Thoughts on let's go to Picucci real quick. You would assume if you could choose one player on the Jaguars offensive line to really take a big step forward in the run game, who would that player be?
Say it one more time.
So
if I could,
of all the guys for the offensive linemen,
yeah, take a step
specifically in the run game, one guy gets a lot better over the offseason.
In terms of in the run game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and we're assuming like the starters are the starters, right? So like, I'm not worried about Cole Van Lanen right now, because I think Cole Van Lanen showed that, he can handle it. I mean, to me, it's got to come more interior-wise, because I think Anton Harrison was all right. I think Cole was all right. So then do we talk – I mean, Ezra,
It's tough in the run game because it's less obvious.
I mean, it's to me, it's going to be a guard. I'm just trying to think which guard I'm leaning towards. I would say, because once again, with Macari, he was out a little bit, and I'm going to say Ezra, Cleveland.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Who do you got?
Yeah, I would probably say whoever your right guard is.
Okay.
Because I think Ezra was pretty good. Now, if you want pretty good to become great, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in general, I'm probably taking the easy answer because right guard was your position of at least highest volatility.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it was Macari, and sometimes he played great, and sometimes he didn't, and there was injuries there, and he's trying to play through and all that stuff.
And real quick, by my understanding, man, and we saw it. I think it was the Bills. I forgot what game it was. Dude, he had to get helped up a couple times.
No doubt about it.
That guy was held together by duct tape. It seemed like.
Yes.
So, but I get it. Didn't play up to his best, but I think there's a lot to be said. I mean, listen, everyone's gonna put with injuries. It's the NFL.
Yes.
If you're gonna make a playoff run, guess what? You're not gonna be 100%. It's simply not possible. But then there's some instances where it's okay, this guy is hanging on by a thread. And to me, it felt like Patrick Macari was hanging on by a thread towards the end of the year.
Yeah. And whether it was him, obviously Walker Little was thrown into the fire there, and Milam. Cole Van Lannon. So it's just, I think that's the easy answer is whoever your right guard is. And, if Macari is, let's just say, an excellent run blocker, I think that opens up a lot. I think that's huge. And I think Anton, yes, on the outside, he was a mauler.
Yeah.
He was a mauler.
And the way I look at it, too, Hamby, is I see Anton Harrison, but then I also see, you're going to have Brenton Strange sometimes helping him out in the corner. You're going to have Quentin Morris if you're going to run those two tight end sets or Johnny Munt, whoever the case may be. You have some pretty good blocking tight ends that are going to help those tackles out. To me, it's more of can you shore up the interior, and when it's time to play that smash mouth power style of football, can you back it up with the interior? And, I think later on in the season, we didn't see as much of that. Ironically, to start the season, I felt like running the football was the golden ticket. Nobody could stop it. And then somewhere along the line, it became more about Trevor Lawrence, which, hey, I'm not complaining about. We found out Trevor's the guy. But then the run game kind of suffered a little bit. So, yeah, I wonder, can they find that good – and listen, and I've sat here and said Trevor should be in the MVP conversation next year, right? This is a couple weeks ago. And, yeah, you want to run the football a lot more. But, if you want a couple examples, look at Baltimore when Lamar Jackson won the MVP, and then look at Josh Allen last year when he won the MVP. Look at the numbers that James Cook put up at the running back position. Josh Allen had his best year, and the Bills are one of the best running teams in the NFL, and Josh Allen still won the MVP. So two things can be true. You can be a great running football team and be a smash-mouth power football team, and you can still have a quarterback that's in the MVP conversation. That, to me, is going to be the ideal scenario for the Jaguars going forward.
I like it. Let me switch paths with you. This one was not on any kind of our rundown or anything, but
yeah, you know us, man. We like to freestyle sometimes.
Yeah. So what I've been seeing so obviously the Senior Bowl is right now, and
which you see all the highlights of the one-on-one drills. The cat from Miami.
Exactly what I want to ask.
The cat from Miami got put on his back, and everyone's making a big deal about it. What people don't see is the couple next plays. He did a really great job against the exact same player. Yeah.
So as I mentioned yesterday, first of all, from the Jaguars' perspective. If you want a lot of info and a preview almost of the Senior Bowl, what to expect, all that stuff, Mia did a phenomenal job on that, Club 904 on Tuesday. You can go back and listen to it, YouTube, all that good stuff. But now that we're 2 days in, everybody's kind of posting, hey, day two was yesterday. Day two, great, best performances and all this stuff. And now there's this whole discourse, as you mentioned, J.J. Watt's in on it, all these NFL guys are in on it, of everybody is posting single rep of one-on-one pass rush. And for number one, it's really the only thing to go off of right now if you're trying to, evaluate for the draft. Whether you're an analyst, whether you're a pundit, whether you're a fan, it doesn't matter. That's all we have right now. Obviously, you can go back and watch game tape, which is me personally what I would advise you to do.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, there's this huge discourse. So I want to ask you, do you put anything into one-on-one pass rush drills?
That's a great question. Do I put anything into one-on-one pass rush drills? Yes, I do put some things. And here's what people should be watching, right? And I forgot the cat's name out of Michigan that put the guy from Miami on his back. I can't remember his name. But basically, for those of you that are wondering, where this conversation led from, it's because there's a clip. I'm sure if you're on Twitter, you've seen it.
I mean, I've seen 10 Caleb Banks positive,
yeah,
and 10 from Florida, and 10 where he got stonewalled.
So there's the one though from Michigan where the Michigan guy bull rushes his dude and then literally puts him on his back. That was the 6'7", 6'8" guy from Miami, and yeah, there is something to be said for one-on-one drills, Hamby. But like what I look for more in a one-on-one drills is a couple things. Not necessarily like, all right, well, did this guy get bull rushed and put on his back? I look for the get off. Like how is this player in their stance, right? Does he have that explosive first step? Because I say this all the time. Like if you want to be a generational type edge rusher or even a defensive tackle, like if you want to be a Pro Bowl or an All-Pro, you have to have your first step. It's almost impossible to not play with a fast twitch first step and to have success in the NFL. Now, if you're a two-gapper, if you're playing a 3-4 defense and you're a nose and you're in a 4-point stance, okay, then your job is to take on double teams and everything. That's going to look different. But I'm talking about if you're playing an aggressive defense where the name of the game is to try to generate pressure and cause chaos in the backfield, you have to have a first step. So that's the first thing that I'm watching.
Okay.
How's the first step? And then you can start to watch, okay, do they win or do they lose, but what do their pass rush moves look like? Especially, and this is what I had to learn coming from a small school, going to the Senior Bowl. I had like maybe one or two like go-to moves. Great pass rushers, they have two go-to moves. They have two counter moves, right? So that they have like a speed rush, a speed and dip. Oh, this guy's going to overset me from the speed rush the first time. Let me go and spin back in, right? So that's what I'm looking for is what is their arsenal of pass rush moves? What is that about, right? Because, yeah, that's something that you can teach and you can kind of implement later on in their careers, but you want to kind of see, like, are they ahead of the curve in terms of the fundamentals of their pass rush moves?
Yeah.
And then last but not least, I'm looking for, how fluid are they, right? Like, whether it's the hips, whether it's the arm, there's some guys that rush the passer. Von Miller's a classic example of this. There's some guys that rush the passer where it looks effortless. It looks easy. And then there's some guys, myself included, where it's like, it's got to be maximum violence, maximum chaos, just because like that's just how we're programmed, right? And not to say one way is the other, like it's better, but you'd rather have a much fluid guy who has a great bend that can just get after the quarterback. And I'm trying to think like who that guy, I mean, when you think of like the fast twitch guys, like Myles Garrett is that, but Myles Garrett's also a power rusher. Like he's a combination of both. But to me, like Von Miller's a classic example. So yes, Hamby, I do put some stake into it. And, if you're going to analyze the offensive line.
I mean, here's the clip that you were talking about.
Yeah. Yikes.
So everybody's like, oh my gosh, Derek Moore's a monster. That's the guy's name from Michigan.
But also everyone's like, okay, the guy from Miami's not that good. But I'll take you through a story. I'll take you through my own personal story. So I get to Kansas City, get cut from Jacksonville. They bring me on to Kansas City. I'm playing a 3-4 defensive end. Shouldn't have been playing it. Was playing 3-4 defensive end. Well, sometimes I would line up on the outside, play defensive end in these one-on-one drills. I went against a guy named Eric Fisher. Eric Fisher was the first pick overall out of Central Michigan, left tackle. I go against Eric Fisher. This was, I want to say, like the second or third day of pads. One-on-one, me and Eric Fisher. I use a speed to bull, and I'm not exaggerating. You can go on Twitter and look it up. I did the exact same thing that Michigan dude did to the Miami guy. I did the exact same thing to Eric Fisher. If you type in Austen Lane Eric Fisher, it should probably pop up. Because I remember like my friends made like a bunch of things about it. So Eric Fisher gets put on his back. Okay, cool. He's a rookie. It happens, man. It says, welcome to the NFL practice moment. Not a big deal. The media and the fan base. Now, I didn't feel bad because, hey, I'm trying to make a roster spot.
Yeah.
But the media and the fan base, my guy, was all over him. Calling him a bust. This guy from Jacksonville who just got cut comes in and puts him on his back. What the hell? Now, what people didn't see was and credit to Eric Fisher for doing this. The next play, he comes out and says, let's run it back, which we weren't supposed to do that, but I'm like, okay, let's run it back. We ran it back, and I'll be honest. I'll be a man. He got the better of me the next time because I tried to go speed around the corner. He read it, did a great job. Stalemate, he wins the rep. Nobody talked about that. Everybody talked about, he got put on his back. The optics don't look good. He's going to be a bust. Off of one play. And this is what, and I get, man, and this is, Hamby, this is more of just Twitter, and this is more of how we perceive information now. We see one clip, good, bad, or indifferent, and that clip, it lets us tell the whole story. And that's not the case. Like, I'm not sure how good that Miami guy is doing now. A couple days into Senior Bowl practice, I bet he's doing better. Right? But it's unfortunately, you see one clip, it gets retweeted a million times, it goes viral, and now this guy is going to be a bust.
Yeah.
Now this guy's not great. You can't look at it like that. I look at those reps in terms of what they are fundamentally, how the get-off is, how their footwork, how their hand placement is, and that's how I look at it. I don't come across with one rep saying, oh, that guy just got burned. Yep, he's going to be a bust. You can't do it like that. Yeah.
Very interesting because, I mean, you wish that you could watch it almost from the GM's perspective. What exactly are they looking for? And in my limited, it seems like a lot of people would love to see the dip from an edge rusher, how low they can get to the ground.
Yeah.
That flexibility with the speed. But yeah, I just think it's interesting how you get one rep that goes and everybody, kind of bases their draft opinion based off of something they saw at a Senior Bowl. When, by the way, I mean, everybody in this place knows that it's a pass rush. That's not comparable to a game.
Of course, because it could be a play. What happens if you rush the passer and it's play action?
Or
I'm sorry,
if it's a run. If it's a
draw. That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah, now you're screwed. Here's the thing about it, too. And what reporters said, Bell got his get back later that day, so just like you – yeah, I mean, like –
I'm sure he did.
And this is – once again, man. Like, and thank God – like, Twitter was in its infancy when I was in Kansas City. Like, thank God the whole thing didn't come out with me and Eric Fisher because I would have felt bad for Eric Fisher then. I mean, dude, he had an okay career. I get it. Maybe it wasn't first round or first pick overall, but still did his thing. But, like, this is why, game film will always be key. Yeah. This is why some coaches don't even go to the combine anymore and waste their time because you know what it is. To get a good idea of what a player can do, you got to turn on the film. Now, that's not to say that these Senior Bowl practices don't mean something because, number one, if you're a coach of the Senior Bowl practice, you're in the meetings with these players, so you see how they operate, you see how they think, you see how they learn. That can be super beneficial. But also, like my case, if you're a small school guy, well, you got to see him going against bigger competition. Right? It's one thing to do it in the OVC. What happens when you got to go against guys from Notre Dame, Vanderbilt? Because that's what I had to do, right? Like, basically what happened was Jerry Hughes from TCU opted out of the Senior Bowl. I took his spot. I missed one practice. I come back in on late notice, and I'm practicing, right? I was training for the Combine. I was training for the Shrine game. I get the Senior Bowl invite. I had to go make a first impression, man. And I'll never forget the first rep that I had on one-on-one drills was against this cat from Notre Dame, and I beat him around the corner. He gives me a little extra shove after. Hey, and you know what we're doing? We're throwing punches.
First rep?
Oh, dude, first rep. Yeah, and the best part was, like, it was on, like, NFL Network, or I think it was NFL Network, and, like, even, like, they had to cut away from it because I was obviously cussing, because I go, like, what the bleep? Yeah, so, sometimes you have to go out there and make a name for yourself, but overall, man,
amazing.
It's the game film first, Hamby, and that's the most important thing, because that's where you see the true live reps. That's where you see the football reps, and it can tell you a lot. What's the get-off like? Okay, it's the fourth quarter. How's the conditioning? Is he quitting? Is he loafing? There's so many things you can break down with that game film that you simply cannot break down in a Senior Bowl practice.
I love it. When we come back, all last year, we had to deal with Did Trevor Lawrence and Doug Peterson really not get along? You remember that whole discourse? Of course you do.
I do, man.
They
And
might be
also-
having a similar discourse in Denver
I can't wait to break this down.
This
and
is going to
also,
be fun.
Andre Jackson, Austin, if Giannis goes to the Lakers, how we feeling? I'm going to tell you right now, I've accepted he's living in Milwaukee, and I'm cool with it. If he goes to the Lakers, though, I will be. No. That's not his city. He needs something more blue-collar. He has that immigrant mentality. Don't put him in L.A. Well, Detroit would be it. Put him in Boston. I don't care, man. Don't put him in L.A., please.
I think the first chat of the day, Austin, was somebody asking when your fight is.
March 21st.
March 21st.
In the O2 Arena, London.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
We'll be right back on the Brent and Austin Show.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax Now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austin Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jax 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Hey guys, we got a new player today. I hear he's pretty good.
Heard this guy played in the NFL.
I think he's an MMA fighter. I've actually been on his show, the Brent and Austen show.
Football and fighting, that's the easy part. Let's see if I still have it on the ice. What the heck, man? Who is this guy? He's saving everything.
Leave the hockey to the pros, man.
It's hockey season. Come on out and see the Icemen play. Get your tickets at JacksonvilleIcemen.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Hamby, I'm not a coach. I'm not a CEO of an NFL team.
Mm-hmm.
I just talk about sports sometimes, right? And I played the game. Don't want to tell somebody how to run their franchise. I'm not an EVP, right? Not even an assistant EVP. Maybe one day, though, if happy hour keeps going well. We'll see.
Oh, wow.
Wink, wink.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, a little piece of advice to any organization, any head coach out there. Do not piss off your quarterback. Do not piss off your franchise player.
That advice?
Open and shut case, really. I'm not breaking any news here. Should be obvious. Well, Denver hasn't been a great week for them, right? Obviously, a call here, a call there. They're not going to the Super Bowl. Questionable Sean Payton game management. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He then proceeds to fire his offensive coordinator.
Wild.
Maybe it's a scapegoat. Who knows? And if that wasn't enough, and like I always say, Hamby, you have to learn to lose in peace. Right? You got to lose in peace. Okay.
Right.
Didn't go your way. This close, your starting quarterback was out, whatever the case may be. All right. You live to fight another year. We'll see you guys next season. Just go to Cancun and lose in peace. But you couldn't do it, could you? Because what happened, Hamby?
So basically what we have here is Sean Payton on this Monday, had his end-of-the-year press conference, similar to how Liam Coen and Gladstone did in Jacksonville a week after the season-ending loss. The only thing notable, well, I shouldn't say that, because Sean Payton has had 4 or 5 notable press conferences this year for many different reasons. This one was notable, not at the time, but because of the response. He pretty much said, and you will hear this, that he wasn't really all that surprised, pretty much, that Nix had an ankle injury because there was something there. He uses the word predisposed. There was something there beforehand, and that he's had a lot of ankle injuries and surgeries in the past. So that's all well and good. Everybody buys that story. Not that it was much of a story anyway. It seems like a logical thing. Well, Bo Nix called his own press conference, which is the key here. And that's not all that notable. Like, people are making that a little bit more than it really is, because it's not like he called a press conference just to dispel this.
Sure.
Because he did not.
Sure.
This is a normal thing. Trevor Lawrence has done it in the past. Quarterbacks have done it in the past. And Nix, almost as a gesture to the media, he said that he wanted to do it on Monday. Well, that's the same time when Sean Payton, so this wouldn't have even been a thing had that happened.
Correct.
But he said he couldn't schedule-wise, so he ended up having this Zoom yesterday. Again, this is Nix opening it up. Hey, I want to talk to you guys, give you all a chance to ask some questions at the end of the year. Appreciate all the coverage, whatever. Mm-hmm. Here we go. So what you're going to hear first is Sean Payton on Monday and Bo Nix yesterday.
A condition that was like predisposed right at that they always find a little bit more when they go in, and it wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when.
Didn't have any predisposed issues. Man, my ankles were feeling really good.
He said he had one in high school, and then he said he had one at Auburn.
I don't think he really should share how many surgeries I've had in the past, to be honest with you, but because I don't, he doesn't really even know that.
I don't think he should be talking about the injuries of my past because, to be honest with you, he doesn't even really know that.
First of all, to echo William Torres here, a HIPAA violation. Second of all, hey, Sean Payton. And listen, I think when it comes to our show, I've been more easy going with Sean Payton than Brent has. Now, now obviously the play called to kick the field goal or not kick the field goal, that was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that. But I think I've been more of a Sean Payton supporter than anybody else on the show. Why? What point were you trying to make by saying, well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised when he got hurt in high school, got hurt in college. What is that? Why? And then on top of it, if that's how you truly feel about it, I'm not surprised. Well, if you weren't surprised, then why did you run the play where he got hurt? We didn't have to run it in the first place. Because all that play that you ran when he got hurt was to try to set him up for a field goal, in the middle of the field. You could have handed it off to a running back if you want to do that. So if the whole narrative is well, I'm not surprised, he had these surgeries, in high school and everything. Oh, cool. Then go ahead and run him during the game. In cold weather. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, I'm not surprised, and then you ran him to get hurt. So it goes back to my original question, Hamby.
Mm-hmm.
Why bring it up?
Yeah, I don't know. As for why Knicks would bring it up, I think that's the very interesting part about it. Because first of all, that means that he was shown what Peyton said on Monday.
Correct.
And again, want to make sure. I think he was calling this press conference anyway, regardless of what Peyton said. It wasn't him just saying, "Hey, I need to do a press conference to clear the air here." But it was definitely something that he made obvious.
Without a doubt,
you make no doubts about it.
have.
He's he doesn't even really know, so he shouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah, as he should have. And guess what? We can have the conversation now because their season's done. I guarantee this is what's happening right now in that locker room because I've been around enough locker rooms and I pay enough attention to know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
During last week or whatever, there was a focus. Okay, Brock Osweiler's the dude, right?
Jarrett Stidham.
I'm sorry, I said Brock. Jarrett Stidham's the dude.
Similar.
Yeah, very similar. But okay, Jarrett Stidham's the dude.
Yes.
The focus is on him.
Yes.
Let's go to the Super Bowl, right? Now that game is done, and they're in Cancun chilling and everything, I guarantee there's a narrative right now around that locker room of what were we thinking running Bo Nix on that play?
Really?
That he got hurt. I guarantee it.
Why?
Because,
that's part of their offense, though.
No, listen, it is part of their offense.
He's probably ran it 50 times, 60 times this year.
I understand it. But, at that point of the game where they didn't need his legs to win the football game, they just had to set up a field goal. I guarantee there's dialogue, whether it's with Bo Nix or this players in the locker room thinking,
Really?
man, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Now that the season's over. Now that you see what happened, now that Bo Nix, not in the moment of getting ready to play,
sure,
the Patriots. But now after the fact, I guarantee there's that dialogue. There has to be. Trust me, Hammy, players talk about everything that happens in games. Everything. So I guarantee that kind of got brought to light a little bit. And I'm sure Bo Nix is probably frustrated of how his season ended with that play as well. What doesn't help this situation is when your head coach takes a freshly opened wound and decides, hey, here's some table salt. Let me just pour it all in there and say, well, I'm not surprised I got hurt in high school. It helps nobody.
Morton's.
And Morton's. It helps nobody, and it's pointless. Because what did we learn? All we learned was, okay, I guess Bo Nix got hurt a little bit in high school. Got hurt in college. Cool. So then maybe don't run him 10 times a game? I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, here's the what I'm seeing on Broncos Twitter, because fans are not pleased with this. Because I don't think, look, even if you downplay this, I think it shows that there might be a little something there. And here's what they're saying, because obviously you just fired the offensive coordinator, Sean Payton did, and the passing game quarterback guy, Davis Webb, is a favorite still, at least to land a job elsewhere. I mean, Vegas could be interested. Arizona, I don't think he's the favorite at any one of those spots, but I think a lot of people think he's going to land a job. People seem to believe that Davis Webb is the liaison, between Nix and Payton. It's not that far-fetched at all.
No.
He's passing coordinator, he's a quarterback coach, or whatever his title is. And he's a young guy that everybody loves. He's Nix's dude.
Mm-hmm.
So, offensive coordinator's gone. Davis Webb is gone. Now it's just Bo Nix, Sean Payton. And everything else is from scratch.
Yeah,
new hires.
There is no right now there's no
there's no
buffer.
mediator.
No middleman.
Right.
Yep.
So could that be something to watch going forward? Because, Nix might be looking around like, dude, my two guys are gone.
Yeah.
And
I'll say this much about Sean Payton. I think the dude's a great coach when it comes to calling plays, when it comes to design, when it comes to scheme, all this stuff. But we saw it with Russell Wilson a little bit. There was a disconnect, right? And that ended really badly. I think what it came down to was they benched Russell Wilson because they want to pay him a certain amount of money for a bonus or something, whatever the case may be. But it ended really bad with Russell Wilson and Sean Payton. They're not even close to that yet with Bo Nix and Sean Payton. But if I'm a Broncos fan now, I do get a little nervous because history has shown that maybe Sean Payton doesn't always get along with the starting quarterback. And with such a young, promising individual in Bo Nix, you got to be on the same page. You got to make sure that, he's happy. And once again, if you have thoughts about his injuries, then just keep it to yourself, because you can't sit up there and say, I saw it coming. Well, really? Because you rushed him for 12 times against the Buffalo Bills. So did you really see it coming? Jaleel McLaughlin, who didn't make my Hard Rock prop of the over, only had 4 rushes for 21 yards. Maybe run him a little more then. Sorry.
All good.
Do you think it's kind of a crazy stat that Bo Nix had more rush attempts than Jaleel McLaughlin and RJ Harvey combined?
No doubt.
But you saw it coming?
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that.
Yeah. Put it in the Sean Payton scrapbook. Put it right up there with the small market team from Jacksonville.
Go ahead.
Put it in the scrapbook.
Yeah. So that relationship is strained.
Yeah, it is.
Another relationship that is definitely strained is in Cleveland. And we broke it here on the show yesterday around 11. Todd Monken announced his new head coach. And I don't know if it's being undersold or what. This situation is insane. Because if you go to break it down at the most simple level, Schwartz was the piece that holds this whole thing together. He was the focal point of their head coaching search, because they were saying that whoever the new head coach was going to be would have to keep Schwartz on the staff. And all the while interviewing Schwartz to be the head coach as well, giving him a fair shot. So to all of these head coaches, you told them you got to keep Schwartz. You hired Monken, and now Schwartz, who's under contract, says, what the heck? I'm out. The piece that was the whole focal point of the entire search is now threatening, at least, to leave. He can't, something would have to be done because he's under contract, like I mentioned. But what in the world? Don't you think if he's the focal point of the search that you would say, hey, Jim, if we decide to go another way, do you plan on crashing out leaving the building and threatening not to come back.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you get that info ahead of time?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Dude, it's the Browns, man. This is
No, but that's
they're
just
playing the
next
greatest hits. I know.
level
And listen,
dysfunction.
and like, I get Todd Monken. Does he do anything for you in the Cleveland Browns, Hamby?
I mean, I'm biased.
Sure you are.
He won 2
Yes,
national
this is
titles with
true.
Georgia.
This is true.
And I like the fact that it's not a younger guy. Actually, I think if it were me,
It's the
there's
course
zero
correction.
juice
Yeah.
there. I get it. But I would like a guy who's got a lot of experience, who's a lot older than players, who can hopefully at least kind of bridge the gap with all of this craziness.
Yeah, no.
A 30-year-old Udinski, no credit to him. I'm sure, like, I just think he would be like looking around. Why am I here? And what in the heck is going on? Seriously, I think that could be like Shieldhouse. You know, he's only ever been in the NFL with the Rams. Like the gold standard of continuity and, you know, accountability and responsibility.
I know.
And it seems like all the coaches are friends and all the players. At least it seems like that.
He knows what a culture is.
But he's only been in that one spot.
I know, but that's
which is a blessing and a curse.
Sure.
He shows up in Cleveland on the first day. I'm like, what did I sign up for?
Yeah, it's time to go to work. I mean, I get that, but like that is what you sign up for. Like, you know what you're getting into, right?
I don't know if you do. I don't know if you know the depths of it from 2 in-person interviews or a Zoom and an in-person. Like, dude, you don't. What Haslam could probably sell you in a 2.5-hour interview in person, and what you've heard just from the outside looking in the last couple of years, is not what you're actually getting come day 30 when all the newness has rubbed off and you look around, it's 2 degrees in Cleveland, and you're like, what am I doing here?
Well, and here's the crazy thing about
I should still be in LA.
Here's the crazy thing about Schwartz, too, I feel like, is that when you think of the Cleveland Browns the past couple of years, of like what they are as a team, and I get it, there's not a lot to like. But if you were to tell me, like, all right, tell me who the Cleveland Browns are, you better start with that. They're pretty physical on defense. They get after you.
Yeah.
And guess what? That's Jim Schwartz all day.
Right.
So the fact of, like, you know, you try to be this explosive offense, and it wasn't going to, you know, whatever. You just wasn't going to work. You have the quarterback. But, like, through all that time, you still had a defense that I feel like was pretty respected around the league that didn't really have a lot to work with in terms of complementary football with the Browns offense. And they still had their identity, and that identity was based on Jim Schwartz. And it feels like you didn't even really sniff his way. Then I don't feel bad for you. Like, I hope Monken works, right? I mean, you're obviously a Georgia guy, so you're biased with it. But, like, I don't mind Monken. I'll be honest, I don't like all the talking heads, like, who's the dude? Emmanuel Acho, saying, why should do you have the clip or not? We don't have to play the clip. I don't want to give him.
I think it's
credit.
brutal.
No, but it's stupid.
It's brutal.
But he's like, why should Sanders listen to Todd Monken? Why should you supposed to have a quarterback that's your future? Why would you bring in someone who the quarterback doesn't have to listen to?
New segment.
Why should Shadur Sanders listen to Todd Monken? Hey, if I'm Todd Monken and I get there, first thing I'm saying to Shadur Sanders is, hey, I helped Lamar Jackson win a second MVP. What have you done?
New segment.
In college.
Whose takes?
And go. What have you done? And don't say a Pro Bowl. Go.
Whose take sucks more? Emmanuel Acho saying that exactly what you just said, that he shouldn't listen to Monken.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Skip Bayless.
I didn't see the Skip.
Skip said he should have hired a young black coach because it's Shadur Sanders.
Seriously?
I
didn't see it.
I mean,
I can't believe that Skip Bayless is in my algorithm because he's always there, even though I don't follow him, and I haven't blocked him.
You
or
would
anything.
think after the whole Travis Hunter baptism video.
Yeah.
But I couldn't avoid this one.
So
first of all, it's
hit me
23
with it.
minutes. It's just him in a shirt that's way too tight.
Is he wearing a black hat? Like, is he wearing the Vanderbilt hat again?
Yes, he is.
Is
Same
he,
hat.
Hey,
It's the same hat
is
every
he
time.
okay?
It's the same hat.
Is he okay?
It's the same hat.
Okay.
Here's the caption, all caps. What has happened to black head coaches? I wanted a young black coach over Todd Monken for Shadur.
Okay.
How do you take it? Why don't we just want the best coach?
I
for
mean,
Shedeur?
do you want my honest? Yeah, I mean, this is. So I think it's crazy, and I get that he's got Pro Bowl on his resume right now. So okay, but I think it's crazy that we're talking about catering to a quarterback that didn't have a great year, that may not even be the future of Cleveland.
He's not.
And we're supposed to change around our whole hiring process to try to cater to him because once again, and this is more of the Manuacho comments about why Shedeur Sanders should listen. Why would he ever listen to Todd Monken? Why would anybody take Shedeur Sanders seriously? Because what has Shedeur, and don't tell me the Pro Bowl. We know what that is. What has Shedeur Sanders won? What has he shown? So then he gets the right to call the shots? Like, I mean, I don't have the numbers in front of me. I don't know what Dylan Gabriel's numbers and Shedeur Sanders' numbers were in terms of total finish, but like
ass.
I'm sure it wasn't that different. But Dylan Gabriel doesn't get any consideration. It's all Shedeur Sanders.
I love the point that you made. Well, I mean, Todd Monken's going to show up there and like, dude, I just worked with Lamar.
Yeah, don't ever. I mean, obviously, I don't think Sanders is going to do that.
No. But of all people, honestly.
I'm like, but do you want to compare resumes? Like, do you want to see who's who? Because we can do that game. Advantage Monken. So let's go ahead and chill out with that. And then the whole Skip Bayless thing, like, yeah, I understand. There is a lack of diversity, I feel like, sometimes in the NFL, especially of head coaches that are represented. And I wish it did look different. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest with you. I wish it did. But at the same time, the best coaches need to be hired. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know a lot of black African-American candidates right now that would be great head coaches.
Well, I'm sure he's talking about Shieldhouse.
Okay.
Which,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, besides Shieldhouse, is there
that's the only one that comes to mind.
Yeah,
offensive.
I know they just, Tomlin's out of the league now.
Right.
Maybe he'll come back one day. But, like, yeah, it does suck that more, diversity isn't represented. But at the same time, I feel like there's a lot more white candidates.
Let me ask you this question, and it's probably a tough thing to get inside the mind of Shedeur Sanders, but I'm going to ask you to try. If you're Shedeur, or if you're any coach, if you're any young quarterback in the NFL right now,
mm-hmm.
do you think they'd care or be opposed to Monken over Shieldhouse just because one is, well, to put it like Skip Bayless said, Shieldhouse is a young black guy,
sure,
and Monken's an old white dude? Does the quarterback care? Or are they just trying to win football games and get better? Like, do they care about the relatability that much?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, man. I've had white coaches, I've had black coaches, and I've had great white coaches, and I've had great black coaches, and I've had bad black coaches. I've had
yes,
it is what it is. I don't like. Yeah, does color mean something? Sure. Like I'd be naive if that didn't ring true. Like it definitely means something, and there is a difference, right? And sometimes that can be hard to put into words. But like, if you mean to tell me, hey, they didn't want a young black man leading the Cleveland Browns with a black quarterback, I'm going to call BS on that 10 times out of 10.
100%.
And I think it comes like let's reverse the roles real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that we have Monken's resume, but he's a black dude, right? So went to Georgia, won 2 national championships, helped Lamar Jackson win an MVP for his second time.
Yeah.
And then we have Shieldhouse, who's a white dude.
Mm-hmm.
What's the narrative going to be? Oh,
you should have hired Monken.
Hire Monken because, dude, in terms of experience, Cleveland needs more of a steady certain thing right now.
Right.
Okay, yeah, and he's black, cool, but whatever. But, like, yeah, you need more of an experience thing here in Cleveland, right? Don't go in the young direction right now because you have a young team. Who's going to wrangle these guys in, right? So go ahead and give me Monken regardless of color. Yeah, I mean, Nathan Shieldhouse, like, he's a promising guy. It's
pretty much Udinski.
I just don't see him fitting right now in Cleveland just because, he's kind of younger and we need kind of more of a sure thing.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about it. But go ahead and make it a race thing if you want. I look at it as more of an experience thing.
Yeah.
Because if the skin colors were reversed, I don't think anyone's really complaining about Monken in terms of the color.
So what are we really talking about then? If there's a black head coach out there that went to Georgia, won some national championships, helped Lamar Jackson win an MVP, has been around the league for how long, then hire him. Is there? Then Skip Bayless. Stop trying to race bait and stop trying to get clicks. Got me fired up, Hamby.
What we do.
But by the way, why are we treating Shedeur Sanders like he's Josh Allen?
He needs to be
though?
pampered too. Shedeur Sanders should have been in the head coaching meetings. Shame on Cleveland and Jimmy Haslam for not having Shedeur in the meetings, in the interviews.
Does Skip Bayless have an opinion on the Bills' new head coach hire?
I don't know.
It's just Shedeur Sanders?
Maybe he does. I haven't seen it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm too busy looking at these
What you got, Hamby?
Vanderbilt hats and the gridiron. It's the same exact color, all black, yellow. He's rotating them. Every video. Another one. Same spot in his house. Way too long of a video. Talking just to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, once again, I don't think skin color had anything to do with it. I just think experience. And I think Nate, Chilhouse was going to be a great guy someplace. I just don't. And once again, like, if I was him, I don't want to go to Cleveland anyways. Honestly.
Yeah. That's fair.
I mean, what? You'd have played Deshaun Watson? You'd have paid that much money to have him on the bench? Can't really cut him. It's a lot of dead money. Like, it's a mess there right now.
No doubt.
Real quick, Ham, before we go to break here, because I know we're getting behind it. Out of this whole coaching cycle,
yes,
who have you been the most impressed with? What team do you think really re-upped their team and is much better going away from it than they were going into it?
Yeah,
because I have two teams that really stick out to me.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go first. Giants, obviously.
Giants.
I think Giants got the guy in John Harbaugh. That, to me, was the biggest name in the coaching cycle. I think he would have had his pick of the litter of where he wanted to go. He chose New York. You have a quarterback that has shown something with Jackson Dart. You got some weapons coming back. Malik Neighbors will be healthy. Solid defense. I think the Giants hit a home run, even though it's kind of the obvious thing for John Harbaugh. I like the Giants signing a lot.
Yeah, I like the Giants. I mean, you can't go wrong there.
My other one, other one quick?
Good.
And this isn't even a head coach. This is more of a coordinator, but I think it's huge. I think Mike McDaniel going to the Chargers, and I don't like saying it because obviously you probably got to see the Chargers in the playoffs or you'll be in competition with them. I don't like McDaniel going to the Chargers. Now, I like him going to the Chargers over the Tennessee Titans, so I'll take that all day. But I don't like him going to I like him going to the Chargers, but not as a Jaguars fan. But I think he can try to help elevate that offense and Justin Herbert because, to be fair, and I get both offensive tackles, Joe Alt and everybody being out, really hurt them a lot. But, I think with Harbaugh's offense, it's pound the rock, then play action. I think you add McDaniel now, and it makes them just a little more dynamic. It makes them a little more with some firepower, especially with Herbert. So I think them getting McDaniel, when McDaniel probably could have got a head coaching gig someplace else, was huge for the Chargers.
Yeah, when I look at this head coaching cycle, I don't really know, other than the Giants, anybody who won. Like, you gonna tell me the Steelers won with Mike McCarthy? You kidding me?
Yeah.
What, you're gonna win another game or two in the regular season? You're gonna win 11 games instead of 9, and you're gonna lose the first round of the playoffs. Your season will be a little bit more fun, and it'll end at the exact same time. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons with Stefanski, I like it a little bit. I don't think he's gonna be the move needle. Or, what did I just say? The needle mover.
Needle mover.
Yes.
You said mover
needle.
Mover needle. No, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Jeff Halfley doesn't do anything for me.
Sure.
I like Saleh.
Yeah, I like Saleh too.
But it's not a home run.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Brady for the Bills, that's not a home run.
Doesn't seem like it, does it?
Jesse Minter one is interesting. I mean, but based off of what I know, limited, off of just, like, why would I believe that is going to get the Ravens over the hump? Like, I have no reason, zero, to believe that Jesse Minter is going to be the guy that can get the Ravens to a Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, the biggest thing with Jesse Minter is who's calling the plays.
Because, like, and trust me, like, I understand everyone's going to say, well, what about Lamar? What about Lamar, right? Well, if you look at the Ravens last year, the problem wasn't necessarily on offense. It was, for some reason, their defense became a joke.
Yeah.
And, like, it seems like the past decade, their calling card was tough physical football with a great defense.
When they had Mike McDonald.
So that's, yeah, correct. But that's why they bring in Jesse Minter, to kind of right that wrong, I feel like, and get the Ravens back to playing defense like they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
But the question still got to be is, okay, well, who are you going to bring in to help Lamar Jackson out?
Yeah, who's going to be the OC?
Yeah.
That'll be a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this head coach, there was no Ben Johnson this year.
No.
We knew that.
No.
And,
no, I mean, there was a John Harbaugh, and I get
he had a bunch of retreads.
It's a retread, but I think it's a pretty good retread.
Yeah. So I'll be interested to see Jesse Minter. I think he was the top candidate, at least defensively this year. And I'll be really interested to see what the Raiders and the Cardinals do. Like, I don't know why they haven't announced somebody yet. Like, you've had every opportunity unless you're just,
Yeah. Hamby, let's quickly head to break here, but I'll cut a little breaking news here.
Oh?
I'm just trying to confirm it. There's a couple sources stating this, so I think I'm going to roll with it. Let me just look up something to make sure I can see the contract real quick to see what we're working with here. 1 second. But this, yeah, okay, so this is interesting. So this is a couple reports. Dov Kleiman, who I get, take what you want about him, but this is from Tony Pauline.
Okay.
And this is the real Tony Pauline, so we're good. NFL analyst is reporting that people around the NFL expect Mike Evans to move on from the Bucs this offseason. Those I've spoken with over the past week believe it's less than 50-50 the veteran wideout re-signs with Tampa and that his career with the Buccaneers is likely finished. He'd like to go to a contender and win another title.
Interesting.
So let's go and let that breathe a little bit, but I'm going to present a question to you.
Yes.
Does it make any sense at all? That was supposed to be the tease going into the break where we come back and then we answer the question.
Maybe as it breathes, my answer will change.
Maybe as it breathes a little bit, we'll see, Hamby. Come on, man. Come on, dude. You're better than that. Does it make any sense at all?
Don't get me excited.
Whether, if this involves a trade with, well, you're not going to trade if he's going to be free agent, but like if there's a Brian Thomas Jr. trade in the draft or something like that, could it make any sense to bring in a guy like Mike Evans, who obviously is familiar with Liam Coen? Hamby, hold your thought. And let's wait till after the break.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
Thanks for meeting me here.
You okay?
You're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion.
Okay.
You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah.
That's all I paid for it. Do you know what you want?
Yeah. I think I do.
Enjoy your new car.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR, or get $1,750 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Check out these babies. Star Wars Night.
Ooh.
Up and coming for the Jacksonville Icemen. I'm a big fan of this, Austin. I'm a big fan.
I'm not mad at this either.
I mean, these are pretty sweet jerseys.
I'm just waiting for like the total deal here. This is
R2D2.
They're teasing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. I like those a lot.
Pretty sick.
That's this weekend?
That is this weekend. Saturday night.
Yep.
Puck drop, 7 o'clock at ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Taking on South Carolina.
We're going to go to that game too, but then we had the wedding. Thank God we do, because my son would want definitely one of those jerseys. I'd have to get him. I'm still trying to stake me one of those Lizard King jerseys as well. Those are cool. Not mad at that.
Light swords have sold out.
Oh, they have the light swords as well?
Game tickets still available.
For sure.
If you stick around after the game, you have an opportunity to purchase a one-of-a-kind game-worn Iceman X Star Wars jersey.
Okay, so come with me real quick, because I know this is giving me some inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they did this, but I saw this was like a couple years ago. Remember when they did like that neon baseball thing? Like where it was like it was like all dark, and they had like the bases were neon, and the ball was neon. I don't know. It was like
a
I
seen the clip. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that was even real or not. Why don't they do like neon hockey?
Puck?
Yeah, with the puck, and the sticks can be neon, and like the jerseys and everything.
I don't know.
I guess the ice. Okay, maybe
is that a little too gimmicky?
Might be a little too gimmicky. Well, I'm not saying for like a minor. I'm just saying just for like a random hockey thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Glow in the dark.
Yeah.
I need to find that clip. That glow in the dark baseball. But yeah, head out to the Iceman.
Yep.
It's going to be a fun one.
Be a good question. Any good sports that you could glow in the dark actually enhances it, besides bowling? Because I've done glow in the dark bowling and hay.
Cosmic
bowling. Yeah, dude. I mean, you've been cosmic bowling,
bro. Can I ask another question?
Cosmic hockey, Delphonic. Let's go. Yeah.
Do bowling always make money anymore?
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah, people
are going bowling.
People going?
I think so. I mean, I haven't been a couple months for me, but I enjoy going. But here's the thing: like, I'm not gonna make it like a weekly thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I know you got the bowling clubs, and those are sick. I mean, I took bowling in college as an accredited class.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know.
I'm not hating on the sport.
Yeah, I don't know.
Asking.
I'm not sure if bowling is having a resurgence or not. I'd much rather do bowling than pickleball. How do you feel about curling? We can segue to that real quick.
Oh, I think we're going to save that.
Okay, want to save it? Okay, we'll talk about curling later. Here we go.
I mean, this is pretty sick, man.
Yeah, so couldn't you do this with hockey?
I'm all in here. I mean, you probably could. Yeah, you probably could.
Yeah. But I think hockey would even be better, though.
Hockey would be sweet.
See?
I mean, it almost helped me.
Because the ice would
follow the puck.
Bro, to think about the ice being lit up, too. And we're done. Because obviously they're playing on dirt here. Dirt is dark. Ice is going to be clear.
It could be turf.
So it's like a, whatever it is. It's dark. But you have ice. It's going to be like a neon bluish kind of hue tint to it. Yep. We're all good. Thanks.
People still bowling?
Oh, and then if you really want to make money, then you put like the neon stuff in like the water when you freeze the ice, and you can have cool designs. What now?
Wow.
No, seriously, you could do that. What? Do people still bowl? Yeah, I think people are bowling. Especially in the winter. Like, dude, like, here maybe not, but like up north, what else are you gonna do right now?
I mean,
hey, what other things are you gonna do in Wisconsin, in Minnesota, in Iowa? In Ohio.
I saw some dude with a flamethrower clearing the ice off of his driveway.
Oh yeah.
Is that popular or is that a one-off?
No, that's definitely a one-off thing.
Dude, why would somebody not take that, buy a flamethrower, create a business?
Okay, well, you could definitely do that. But buying the flamethrower is probably the big part, right? Probably not the cheapest thing.
Yeah, but dude, if you charge $50 to clear your driveway, and if you could do a flame, I don't know how long it takes, but if you could flamethrower your garage,
not that long,
or maybe 10 minutes,
maybe.
Bro, you're paying for that flamethrower in a week.
But I'm gonna be honest though, man. I'd much rather use a. I mean, a flamethrower would be fun, but there's something to be like being a man. You ever been a snowblower before? Obviously not, right?
I want to.
Dude, snowblowers are fun. Snowblower, like, once again, I don't live up north, but like, I almost miss like living up north just to use the snowblower.
Really?
Just to look out the window and be like, oh, all right, sweetie, I'll be back. Gotta go snowblow. You know, like, it's fun, man. And then you know, if you're feeling yourself, so then you go help your neighbors out a little bit. You do a good deed, but it ain't about the good deed. It's just about using your snowblower because it's so fun to use. Where you do the whole block for free if you wanted to, not because you're a great neighbor, just because the snowblower is so much fun to use. Yeah. Hamby, one day I'll bring you up north. You can use a snowblower.
I'm in.
You ever been on a snowmobile?
No.
Oh my, dude, you're missing out.
I know.
Snowmobiles are fun too. Way better than jet skis. As far as I'm concerned.
I'm a jet ski fan.
Yeah, jet skis or whatever. Okay, but you kind of broke the tease, but we're gonna circumnavigate and bring it back real quick.
And then we're gonna get to Paul, who just hopped in on Ninja.
Oh, right on. Okay, well then real
Paul's
quick,
gonna hop in for us. He's a very busy man nowadays.
Okay, well, quick ask the question, and then we'll get Paul in here.
Let's do it.
Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Saying that he wants out of Tampa Bay, wants to go to a Super Bowl contender. Good shot that he will not be re-signing with the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Do the Jacksonville Jaguars try to make a play for Mike Evans?
No. Same answer. I tried to let it breathe and come up with a different answer because this one's not as fun, but this is never going to happen.
And can I ask why?
Too old.
Just in terms of injuries? Are you worried about it?
You're not going to assign any more money to the receiver position. Not when you had the output that you did last year on limited contract, on pretty much one contract with Jacoby. You're not paying Farker anything. You're not paying BTJ anything. Rookie deals. And I also just don't know.
Well, okay, real quick, Hamby, and we'll get Paul, because Paul can answer the question too.
Yeah, Paul,
like assuming that you bring in Mike Evans, you're probably not going to have BTJ. You know what I'm saying? Like the room is going to be different.
Yeah, why would you switch up the room?
Because it's Mike Evans.
Keep the room the same.
Hamby, the guy's 2 years removed off of 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns.
Keep the room.
11 touchdowns and 1,000 yards in 2024.
2024. I'm not saying he can't do it no more. Last thing I was telling Mike Evans.
He's 3 years removed from 13 touchdowns and 1,200 yards. 2 years, $26 million. Hey, and he might take a Liam Coen discount. You don't want him.
I'm all set.
Okay.
All set.
Okay, man.
We got a great room. The Jags have a great room.
I know, man. I know that the Jags have a great room, but this is in terms of could you upgrade that room? And I get there's an argument of does Mike Evans still have some in the tank? Only played 8 games, had a couple freak injuries last year. But, dude, you look at, like, the career longevity. I mean, set aside from this past season, but before that, the guy's putting up numbers.
Yeah.
And the guy's an absolute red zone target. I don't know, man. Yeah, and once again, I agree with Daponic. I'm not worried about the money part.
You're not?
No. Have you been around the NFL?
Dude, I know it doesn't exist, but it...
Have you followed the sport that you cover, actually?
It exists a little bit.
How do you figure? Yeah, Trevor, go in. We can upload this. Okay. If they don't get Mike Evans, it's not going to be because, well, the money wasn't there. If they want him, they'll maneuver some things around. It's just a matter of if you want him or not.
Let's get our man in here. Let's get Paul Dozier in here. Let's go fishing, presented by Nimnick Buick GMC and Armor Guard Exteriors. Paul, it's a busy one. What's going on?
Guys, I don't know. I'm so busy, I forgot my favorite 30 minutes of the week.
Jeez. It's all good, man. No worries.
We got the Saturday party and shootout, right?
Yeah, big party Saturday. I don't know if you guys live under a rock or what, but the weather's not ideal for a outdoor party on Saturday. So I'm hustling and trying to make adjustments to make everybody as comfortable as we possibly can. But, 40 miles an hour or 40-mile-an-hour winds and 40 degrees for a bunch of North Florida fishermen isn't ideal. I don't know if you guys knew that.
So what kind of adjustments are being made? What can you tell us?
We rented a tent, mini heaters. We've got 15 gallons of coffee ordered.
There we go.
Hand warmers, we're just doing the best we can, buddy. Just doing the best we can.
I love it.
I mean, Paul, so, like, in terms of, like, going out there and fishing, like, how much does it change up things, right? Like, does it change up, like, the routine? Obviously, you got to bundle up and wear better clothes, but, like, in terms of the conditions on the water, what are we talking about?
Mm-hmm. Well, the good news is that nobody has to go fishing Saturday. It's a kickoff party. The fishing doesn't start for another week.
Right.
Okay.
But with that being said, I think this is the coldest stretch of weather we've had the last, let's just say, week or so before this, and now we're going to have another cold blast Saturday night and Sunday morning, into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That could have some effect on the season. Generally, I would always tell you the colder the better. The colder it gets here, it'll drive those fish down from the Carolinas, and the water normally stays here. But and hopefully that's the case, and it could be we could see record numbers, or it could have a reverse effect and push the bait and the fish out of here further south. But if that happens, the fishermen will have to adjust, which the better fishermen seem to be able to do that.
So y'all are at Ancient City Farmstead this year, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Off International Golf Parkway, kind of close to US 1. It's a big area, and it'll be good. So if anybody wants to come out and just hang out, we'll have a big shrimp boil and food from Mellow Mushrooms and Zaxby's. Great raffle, cash bar, free coffee. Come on.
Maybe some hot chocolate, Paul.
I asked about hot chocolate. I asked about hot chocolate, and And they said Starbucks doesn't mass produce hot chocolate. They want like $4 a cup, so they're going to have to get by with coffee.
Oh yeah.
Dang, man.
No
Chocolate must be rough right now with chocolate. Paul, I was gonna ask you, like, in terms of the raffle, like, I mean, you guys do some big prizes usually. Like, what are you guys talking about for prizes at the raffle this year?
We've got a life raft that's worth a couple $1,000s. We've got a tuna tank, which is a tuna tube set up for the live bait fishermen. It's a bucket that's produced to forces water through a Bonita's gill, which is the the preferred Wahoo bait, which is a $1,200 prize.
Okay.
Yeti stuff, a lot of stuff from Yeti. What else we got? We got all kinds of lure packs from Zacatec Lures, Wahoo Lures. Strike Zone Fishing always has nice prizes. Costa Del Mar sunglasses, several pairs of sunglasses, all sorts of good stuff. So it's usually about $20,000 worth of stuff in the raffle.
Eesh. I love it. Paul, I got to get you a Florida question or two, but before I do, 44 days to choose from for this tournament. You've told us all about it in the past. It's huge. We all know that. Has it always been 44? And where do you come up with that number? Is that just based off of the weekends and all that good stuff?
Yeah. We used to start on we used to have it longer actually, and it used to be 3 days, and I've changed it to 2 days and shortened it a week. And I'm trying to catch two full moons in there is what we're kind of trying to do. I think we got 2 new moons and 1 full moon in this one, which is, arguably the new moon, the full moon. It depends on who you ask, which is better. But those are the 2 preferred times to fish. So, with boats fishing 2 days, it used to be 3, shortening the tournament a little bit. It kind of got where let's just say that somebody caught 3 great big ones the second week of February, and you had to sit there and look at it, and you're a competitor, and you look at it, and you're like, well, I'm not going to be able to beat that. So take a week off of that, and, it takes a week off of us as well, and the fish.
Paul, when you talk about the new moon, the full moon, is it better to get there at dusk or at dawn? Like when the moon's coming up or when the moon's going down?
Well, both. Early in the morning, basically when you have a new moon or a full moon, when you have a full moon, the moon is directly, let's think about this now. The moon is directly underneath your feet at noontime, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yep.
So that's the major feed is at 12 o'clock, you think about it. So in theory, you could catch the minor feed is when the moon rises and the moon sets. The major feed is when the moon's straight over and straight below. So in theory, and you have a full moon, you might catch the minor and the major. So, or maybe possibly even 2 minors and a major, depending on what we're talking about. But, I think that's part of the reason that the full moon and new moon is so good is because the fishermen have had the morning to kind of get their bait and get everything together and figure out the right spot. And then when the major feed comes, it's the middle of the day, they have their stuff together. Whereas if the major feed's at 7 o'clock in the morning, when the fish are ready to eat, they're probably trying to catch bait and get their stuff right, or they're still running out there if it's a little choppy.
Interesting. Okay.
I love it. All right, Paul, let's get to a little Florida. Your head football coach is putting out some stuff, it's pretty much to me his edition of Spot the Ball that Billy had. This whole deal that everybody's got to wear Florida only gear because you haven't earned the logo, and you can't wear any wear during the workouts with the logo on it because you haven't worn it yet. You buying it? You buying in?
I mean, hey. Whatever he thinks it's going to take to motivate, I don't care. I think it's a little corny, but whatever. We'll check back in 2 years, right? Maybe they're not wearing the logo in 2 years. Urban used to do that stuff, but they weren't getting paid $1 million a piece then. Not that we knew of, anyway.
That's right.
That we knew of, right?
That's right.
I was just wondering if Todd Monken's still planning to come up there and be the Georgia OC this year. If he
might be a little busy now
from the Cleveland Browns. That would be the upgrade from the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, it would
probably,
be.
Right, Hamby?
Yeah, he's a little busy now, but you know as well as I do how many Georgia fans wanted that to be the case. I mean, y'all know I'm all right with Bobo, but I certainly would have taken it. It's an upgrade. I don't know how big. Let me get to a little Gators basketball. Y'all pretty much doubled up South Carolina last night. I think it was like 96-50 or something like that. I don't even know if they got to 50. It might have been 48.
94, 95 to 48, exactly, I think. But, let me tell you, my wife, Lauren, and I have been working hard this week, and I don't ever, I was going to I did watch the game, but it was such a blowout, literally with about 10 minutes left, that I went to bed. I'm like, they could have taken the Gators off the court. And I don't know. South Carolina's got 2 or 3 league wins. I don't know how that's possible. What I saw last night, I don't know if they have an injury. They just looked like they were unmotivated. That was a bad brand of. They were just. Florida does have better players, but they shouldn't be beating an SEC team by 45 points.
I think that was literally one of the bigger butt kickings I've seen in SEC play, like in a real long time.
Yeah, Mike White had a big one last night. His Headsy player decided to make a layup down 3 with 0.6 left.
I was watching. Yeah, that was real good.
Yeah, I was watching too. People blame Mike White for that. The player's got to have some awareness in that situation. Seriously, right?
When you got 10 seconds left and you don't you're down 3, you can't shoot a layup with a second left. That's about as most obvious as it could be. Doesn't get much clearer than that. So I was pissed. Pissed last night, Austin.
I hear you, man.
It's interesting. Tennessee missed a bunch of free throws and turned it over a lot. And, when Florida lost the other day, Tennessee didn't deserve to win that game, really. And Florida missed a bunch of free throws against Auburn the other day. It kind of seems like if you turn it over and you play in good teams, you're not going to win. And I think Tennessee probably feels like they got out of there lucky last night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Georgia's pretty good, really. They are pretty good.
But you can't lose that one at home.
You can, but that was one they needed for sure. I think Georgia was favored by 1.5. No, Tennessee was favored by a 1.5, and that layup caused a lot of people to lose some money. I did read some of that on Twitter.
Hopefully not you.
No, not me.
Not
me. I happened to place a small wager last night on Auburn, and they were favored by 6.5, and they won by 6. So if it makes so I lost too. So I might as well. I should have just bet on Tennessee. At least I would have felt better about that.
Paul, I'm sure you heard us talking when you came in here, but we're talking about Mike Evans a little bit real quick. Want to get your thoughts? Mike Evans saying that he might want out of Tampa to try to compete with the Super Bowl contender. Doesn't make any sense at all for Mike Evans to go to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, I heard Hamby, and I absolutely, if you could get him and afford him, there's no way you don't take that guy. I don't think. But is Mike Evans, when he's thinking Super Bowl contender, is he thinking Jacksonville? Does he want us? His relationship with Coen, maybe, but does the let's just say the national fan base consider the Jaguars a Super Bowl contender? Truly, I don't know. They had a great year. Obviously, we think they are, but does Mike Evans deep down inside think, oh, the Jaguars are a Super Bowl contender? What do you think, really?
Honestly, I think what they've been able to accomplish this year with everybody coming back in terms of coordinators, it's definitely intriguing. I don't think the Jaguars are going to get like the national level, but I think from a player's perspective, I think players have found respect for the Jags. So if you mean to tell me, like, does Mike Evans think he can win a Super Bowl in Jacksonville? I think so, and I think he's got a pretty good rapport with Liam Coen. Now, does that mean, like, would he pick Jacksonville over the Buffalo Bills, something like that? I don't know about that. Would he pick him over the Kansas City Chiefs? Probably not, right? But I do think the Jaguars bought a lot of equity this year in terms of respect of, at least being a playoff contender, if not a Super Bowl contender.
Who do you want, Hamby? You want Mike Evans or Tim Patrick?
Paul, don't do this.
I understand they don't cost the same. I get it. I understand, but that's a poor man's Mike Evans is what Tim Patrick is, right? They're big, they're lanky, they're tall, Mike Evans is. Yeah, I don't know that they can afford him, but if you could get him, you take him. In my opinion, you can never have too many good players, especially playmakers. And I know he's old, and I know all the things, but he should be a first ballot Hall of Famer, unlike Belichick, huh?
Yeah, I'm like Belichick. You're not wrong there. Paul, what'd you think about that with Bill Belichick getting snubbed out of the the sure thing of being in the Hall of Fame, the first ballot.
I think it's crap, but I think it's crap that the guys don't have to. You don't know who didn't vote for him. I think they should have to. I mean, there should be some accountability there, in my opinion.
Well, everybody's saying that they didn't vote for him, but I think what everybody's already accusing everybody of. I'm sure a lot of those people who said they voted for him actually didn't. They're just trying to save face.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Well, I don't think there's going to be much fishing going on this weekend, guys. It's going to be blowing about 35 to 40. If you want to go fishing this weekend, you like it way more than I do. So just bundle up, man. If you're coming to the kickoff party, bundle up, but know that we're taking every measure that we can to keep everybody comfortable. So and there is some indoor some heated space at the Ancient City Farmstead, but there's not enough heated space for 750 or 1,000 people. So that's why we have fire pits, heaters, coffee, and tents with curtains and Crown Royal.
Hey,
and bourbon.
That'll warm me right up, man.
Oh, Ancient City. I just went to a wedding there last month. It's a great spot.
Oh, there you go.
It's unbelievable.
Come on out.
Hamby endorsement. There we go.
It is unbelievable.
It is. It really is. That whole area, there's so much space. It's brand new, beautiful. That's a great spot.
See, come on out, Hamby. Why don't you come out to come check us out?
I got another wedding.
I'll give you a wristband for free drinks.
Woo! Tough to pass up, but I might have to. Unfortunately, I got another wedding this weekend. Both Austin and I.
Yeah, we both have weddings.
You're at that age, man. You're going to be at a lot of weddings, buddy.
My third one this year.
Oh my gosh.
We just started.
He is at that age, man. Hamby, give yourself another 20 years. It'll be like one wedding, maybe a year at the most.
I can't wait.
Oh, yeah, man.
I can't wait. Paul, appreciate it. We'll see you soon.
Hey, guys, I apologize again, and I might not be in studio next week. I'll text you on the side and tell you what I got going on next Thursday, but I might cancel that thing and be in studio anyway, but it's what you're supposed to do when you turn. It used to be 50 years old, and now it's 45. If you know what I mean.
I've heard stories of this, Paul. Yeah, I'm about 6 years away from looking forward to that, man. So
yeah, I have an appointment next Thursday at 9 o'clock to get that done, and if I don't think they say I'm not going to be in any mood to be on the radio after that.
Yeah, well, I mean that or the Browns coaching job, Paul. It's probably a horse apiece, man. So do what you got to do.
6-1, half dozen the other, or a South Carolina basketball fan this morning.
There you go, man.
All right, Paul.
Have a good one, Paul.
Have a good one. Bye.
All right, we'll be right back on the Brent and Austin Show. More little coaching, little curling.
We got some curling talk. We got some tennis talk again, man. Hey,
some crash outs.
This Australian Open has been one for the books, man. We'll break that down next. Got some WWE maybe as well, and I think maybe Kasey Kuhrts will be joining us in studio as well to bless us with his presence. All of that and more on the Brent and Austin Show.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
We've been telling you about the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network for over a year now. How to find it, what to see. Simply put, it's TV online. Local sports content all day, every day, just like this.
Did you always want to make history? Like, think that big, or just say, hey, I want to play in the NFL?
I always say I want to play in the NFL.
Cuts it back to her left side, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, my goodness.
What a pass. Say he doesn't make a tackle. You still feel like his presence is felt in every single play.
I did have a sense that they wanted to be bold, that they wanted to make a splash.
It's content content you won't find on TV. Find it on actionsportsjacks.com and just sit back and watch local sports all day on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar. Grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you.
Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery.
And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway, or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick GMC. We are professional grade.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Taking another look at these sick jerseys the Icemen will be sporting this Saturday. This one's going to be a fun one. Like I said, against South Carolina. Look at R2-D2. We are showing you this again because right now we are going to bring in a member of the Jacksonville Icemen, Mathieu Constantini. Mathieu, what's going on?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping on, man. We appreciate it. So tell us about the season so far, man. What are you going through? How's the team feeling so far?
Yeah, the team's feeling good. I think we're starting to find our groove, and Teeks has got a good plan in place for us right now, and I think we're following it really well. And it's looking at the leaderboard, we're not where we want to be, but we got a lot of time and a lot of opportunity coming up here.
Mathieu, doing a little bit of research on you, and by the way, by research I mean I typed your name into Google for a couple seconds because we know you didn't come on the show until a couple minutes ago, but correct me if I'm wrong, your first jersey that you ever put on was a Buffalo Sabres jersey. And now you happen to be playing, for the Buffalo Sabres affiliate and everything, and you're familiar with that team. Like, what does it mean to you growing up a Sabres fan, especially in Canada, and what does it mean now kind of playing, for those teams?
Yeah, it's a pretty surreal feeling. I mean, it's something you grow up watching, obviously, from a very young age, and being able to kind of get your foot in the door and be at this level right now is something really cool, and definitely don't take it for granted.
Now, did you get a lot of crap because, you're from Canada, but you're cheering for the Sabres? Like, do you get a lot of crap being a Canadian cheering for an American team, or since it's kind of close to the border, is it okay?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, so I guess a little bit. Like, we got Toronto there, which is about an hour and 20 away from where I'm from, but Buffalo's right over the border, 35 minutes. So, a little bit of shade thrown at you here and there, but not too much.
All right. Hamby, what do you got?
Yeah, You scored the game-winning goal, or the tying goal, excuse me, a couple weeks ago against Greenville. 13 seconds left in regulation. Can you take us through that moment for you? Is that one of the bigger moments of your professional career? Where does that line up? Is that right place, right time? Just take us through that moment and that goal.
Yeah. Are you talking about the one against Savannah?
Greenville.
Yeah, so honestly, kind of just right place, right time. Like, got a lot of good players around me, and I ended up finding myself in a good spot. And the puck kind of just popped out to me onto my stick, and kind of the rest is history. But it was nice getting that one, and obviously that one feels good, but getting the win feels better, obviously.
So yeah, that one starts with Greenville. This whole story because you scored with 13 seconds left, and then this past Sunday you broke your own mark. Another tying goal, 1.2 seconds left in regulation. Would you say you have a knack for like late game scoring? Is this kind of a new thing, or is this like you've been doing this for a long time?
He's clutch, man. He's clutch.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, like I said earlier, kind of just right place, right time. Guys are doing the right things, and when you stick to the plan and keep doing the right things, good things end up working out. And, we, like I said earlier, Teeks has got a great plan in place for us, and, the boys are following it really well, and it's nice starting to see some success happening.
Mathieu, when you talk about your hockey career, it's different than like for me playing football, right? I go to high school and then I go to college and everything. Hockey doesn't work that way, right? Sometimes you play juniors first and then you get on some teams here or there, and then you eventually go to college. What is it like going to college, being older, right? Because, I was 18 years old. I'm going to college. I'm still a kid, essentially. I'm still trying to find my way, trying to become a man.
Yep.
You talk about playing college hockey. You have a bunch of grown-ass men, going to college now on campus. Like, what is that experience like being a little older and being on campus?
Yeah, you know what? I went in my 19-year-old year. But if I look back at kind of guys that I've played with, I remember my junior year, I transferred from the University of North Dakota to Western Michigan. And there was probably six freshmen, I think, that came in that year when I was a junior, and they were older than me. So it's kind of like a weird dynamic where, you're considered one of the older guys, one of the more veteran guys, but there's guys that are coming in that are freshmen that are older than you. So it's a weird dynamic. It's strange, but it was a lot of fun. And, those are 4 of the best years of my life, and a lot of fun experiences, a lot of cool experiences. Got to meet a lot of cool people along the way, see a lot of things. So definitely no regrets from that end.
So, is it a big benefit? Because, like, some people just play juniors and get, called right up. Like, is there a huge benefit to playing, like, in that college hockey scene in the NCAA?
Yeah, I think so. And I think it just gives you a longer timeline to develop, right? Like, you could be playing junior hockey until you're 21, and then you could be playing college hockey for now, which is 5 years with that COVID year, right? So you could be playing hockey for a way longer time, and you're giving yourself a longer runway to, make the jump to the pro level. Obviously, you got those 1% guys who are coming in 18 years old and only staying for a year or two, but that's not the case for a lot of people. And like last year, we had a fifth year guy who was at Western Michigan for 5 years and ended up signing with Anaheim Ducks and now playing in the NHL this year. It's just kind of cool to see, like, there's so many different ways to get there, and not everyone's path is the same.
Mathieu, you're kind of a man after my own heart because, I grew up playing hockey as well. Absolutely love the sport. And I was a winger. I was a left wing, and I was a center, much like you. I love playing center. You kind of felt like you're like the general, like the leader of the team in the front line. But I could not win a face-off to save my life, so I got moved to left wing. What is the key to winning faceoffs? Like, what was I doing wrong as a kid? Like, because there's some great guys in the league that are just known for winning faceoffs. What does it take?
Yeah, you know what? It's a lot of practice, and there's a lot of strategy and technique that go behind it. Some guys can just win draws off of pure strength. But other guys who are maybe smaller guys, like it's a lot of just, tying guys up and making sure you're telling the wingers around you, like, hey, listen, like I'm tying them up. Make sure you're coming off my backside to pick up that puck. Cause every loose puck, if you get that, that's a win. Right. So
Yeah.
I've been talking with our older centermen here, like guys like Chris Brown and Garrett Van Wy to kind of help me out through the pro experience so far. And it's been good.
And there's one other question too, because I follow hockey, but there's one rule I never really understood. Hopefully you can kind of bring to light a little bit. So if you're doing a face-off, right, and maybe someone goes too soon and they ask the player to move and he has to get replaced, and sometimes it's both players getting replaced, what the hell is going on there? Like I've never understood that one.
Yeah, the refs are trying to just keep it as fair as they can. So some guys are trying to jump early, some guys are trying to cheat. Like you're trying to maybe get your foot in a different spot so you can cheat the play to get a little advantage on the opposing centerman. So if the refs pick up on that, sometimes they'll kick you right out of the circle and make your winger take the draw. So it's pretty funny at times.
Gotcha. Hamby, got anything else?
Yeah, look, I'm fascinated with these jerseys, man. I mean, y'all got all kinds of different jerseys. It's got to be fun. I don't know if every other team is doing that, but even if they are, they're not competing with the jerseys that y'all are putting out. It seems like y'all pumped to wear these R2-D2s on this weekend.
Yeah, you almost can't keep up with it. It's like you're walking into the dressing room and there's a new jersey every night. I don't know who's making all these jerseys, but no, it's been a lot of fun, and it's cool kind of wearing a new threads every night. So
I love it.
Awesome, man. All right, Mathieu, man, we'll let you go. I think you're just getting out of practice, getting ready to go to practice, but we appreciate you sitting down with us for a little bit, man, hanging out. Best of luck the rest of the season, man, and keep winning those face-offs if you get called upon.
Yeah, really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, Mathieu. Thank you, man.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right.
Dude. Hey, I don't know, man. I was so bad. Maybe just I wasn't coordinated enough because I was a bigger forward. I was a bigger center, but I could not win a face-off to save my life.
Really?
And since we're on the hockey topic real quick, and Hamby, I sent you something with the Tampa Bay Lightning. We have a big Lightning fan in here that has just joined us, Kasey Kuhrts.
What's up?
Kasey, I want to get your thoughts
That was smooth.
on the NHL Stadium Series.
Okay.
We kind of made fun a little bit of it, I feel like, in Miami when they hosted it, right? Because it was pretty bad. I'm sure you know your Tampa Bay Lightning will be hosting one, playing at Raymond James Field.
Okay.
Want to get your thoughts about it? You're a big Lightning fan.
Sure.
You understand the sport of hockey and everything.
Is it really going to look like that?
Yep.
I'm judging by
Kasey Kuhrts, your thoughts.
I'm judging by the reaction. You guys are not fans of what this is looking like.
I'm gonna be honest.
Because this is baby gas.
That's gas.
A little bit.
That's Hamby. I don't know if he didn't. Was that not the right picture that he saw? Can you play that picture one more time just to make sure he saw the correct?
It kind of looks like a.
Oh no! Hey, I know what it is.
Yeah, me too.
It's a pirate map.
Yes, sir.
I get it.
Because there's a pirate ship in the stadium.
Yeah, and I understand that as well. Hey, Kasey, you're preaching the choir here.
Yes, sir.
What are we doing though? It's hockey. It ain't
Well, it
ain't Pirates of the Caribbean. No, I think Gasparilla might be right around this time.
Gasparilla is on the 2nd.
Okay, so, but do we need pirates and everything?
This is what it looks like in real life.
Doesn't look like.
Well, they're gonna. 'Cause I assume the floor is underneath. They're gonna bring it up when it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey. Looks good.
I can't believe you're not going to that. By the way, it is hot.
It
outside.
is?
Well, I mean,
It very well could be.
When is this happening?
Yeah, pretty soon.
It's going to be freezing.
So then another reason not to go.
Oh, there you go.
Tampa's also 4 hours away. Like, I like them, but
not that much.
I've seen it. I could watch him play hockey on television.
Yeah, but I feel like there's some things you just want to be a part of.
No,
okay, I got you.
Would you want to be a part of? Well,
if the Wings played closer, absolutely. Because when the Wings did this, it was in Ann Arbor. It was at the Big House,
right?
And they sold it. That would have been cool. It was snowing outside in the middle of winter.
I agree with that. I remember
it was New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I'm sorry.
If the Wings played in this game, would you want to go? Like if it was not the Bruins and it was Wings?
I would go, but I wouldn't be in a good mood about it. Because once again, the whole pirate ships, I'm all set with it.
I actually don't hate that.
Okay.
I don't love it, but I feel like nobody's doing that though. I feel like everybody else is just rolling out hockey.
Because you're playing in a hockey stadium. I'm sorry, you're playing in a football stadium. That's the gimmick. You don't have to put a gimmick on top of a gimmick.
Double gimmick.
It's putting a hat on top of a hat. What are we doing? Hamby, tell him I'm wrong.
Yeah. Go ahead and put a hat on top of a hat, Casey. There you go.
If that's what it takes.
That's what it takes. And then next year, too, by the way, the NHL announced they're going to do the Stadium Series in Utah. Wherever the college football team plays, they'll be doing for the Mammoth now, they're called.
Oh, yeah.
At the college football stadium.
Look, I mean.
This ain't a great gimmick. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Let me say this.
Man. Looks great.
Okay, so, I mean, you may or may not be in or out on that sport, on ice.
Mm-hmm.
In on the sport.
There's a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not new, but new and improved.
Oh, no, I mean, it's been around for, it's been
Is
around
this
for
curling?
a long time. This is curling.
I like curling.
You know who that is?
Is that Jared Allen?
That is Jared Allen. Him, George Kittle, and
well, let's pump the brakes on Kittle for a second. He's already broken. I guess it is.
They're launching a new league. I think it's Hawkinson.
Oh, they're launching a league.
Yes.
So you might not have been on the show.
Real quick. So it's George Kittle, TJ Hawkinson, and Hall of Famer Jared Allen are going to launch a new professional curling league.
So here's the thing. I don't think you were still on the radio when we did this. But I said to those two clowns that I thought, because curling in the Winter Olympics, it looks kind of cool.
Dude, I'm not mad at it. Like, I've tuned in many times and live watched with my friend back home who actually does curling.
Right.
And we've live watched, like, curling in the Olympics.
It's the one thing in the Olympics that I feel like I could do. Not at the Olympic level.
Obviously.
But I feel like if we started a curling team, we could beat some ass. I'm thinking.
Well, and here's the beauty of it. Any sport where you can drink a beer and play is a sport that I'm down to play.
Like, all around, I'm in on the curling gimmick.
Okay.
I would love to try it in, if there's recreational curling setting.
You're going to have to go up north, but there definitely is.
I will not, probably. But
Allen picked up the sport after making a bet in 2018 to see if he could make the Olympics in a sport he'd never played. What began as a harmless idea with his friends brought the former defensive end onto the pebbled sheets. What is it called?
The pebbled sheets?
Well, yeah, because it's not just ice. It's like, they got grooves in them, so you don't fall.
Well,
people still fall, though.
Now he's still playing.
Is he going to make the Olympics?
Yeah.
Rock stars.
Is he going to make the Olympic team?
No.
I was going to say it's like 2 weeks away, so.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Might want to get on
That'd be cool, though.
Yeah, listen, I think it's a cool idea, and it's fun to play. I'm not going to tune in to watch it.
No.
I mean, this is right up there with pickleball as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, I think this is.
See, actually, that's a great point. I do as well, because depending who plays, if it's like a celebrity thing, yeah, you can probably have some good conversations, interviews, because no one's going to be winded, so you can have good conversation. But aesthetically, I need to watch the pros do it.
The league is scheduled to begin in April of this year, 2 months after the Winter Olympics. So they're kind of playing off that.
Yeah.
With a 7-day launch event in Toronto. Okay. Then it will expand to a 5-stop 2027 season with the aim of a fully fledged schedule across the world in 2028. At Rock League events, fans can expect loud crowds and music and less knitting and shushing.
So curling is traditionally a quiet sport, I'm guessing?
They knit.
What?
Is this code for something, or
I
you're
think that's
talking
code
about
for
real
something.
knitting?
No, real knitting. Fans real knit in real life in the real world at these events.
So this is more or less the live golf of curling. Music.
That's a good way to put it, but yeah, you absolutely nailed it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's the live golf of curling when you didn't even know a real curling tour existed.
I didn't know people were knitting at the curling.
Yeah.
I feel like you just stay home at that point.
Agreed.
And knit at home.
Nah, they'd be knitting.
Real quick, since we're kind of on the Olympic topic a little bit, and you like Olympics? You like watching them or not? You don't care?
I will.
I'm a
certain
junkie,
events.
man.
I mean, I'm not like.
Well, and this is where I'm going. I'm an absolute Olympic junkie. I love watching it all. I'll tune in and I'll check it out.
Okay.
Give me the top 5 things though
Here we
that you're tuning in for the Winter Olympics that you gotta see.
Hockey.
Hockey is number 1 for sure, right? Especially USA, Canada. Some bad blood there. Hopefully they meet. I'm down for hockey because you have the pros playing.
Yep.
So hockey for sure.
Dudes doing snowboard jumps.
Dudes doing snowboarding. So are you talking like the big air or the half pipe?
I don't know. I want to see him do the flicks.
Do them at all.
Or the flips and stuff.
The flicks.
Flips.
Okay, I'm with Hamby. I'll take snowboarding, skiing, extreme sport.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay. But like
because they be harassing.
No, I mean downhill is cool too and everything, but give me the tricks though. I like the tricks as well.
I like the downhill.
Okay. I mean, dude, they're going crazy.
Because it's so fast.
And also a story to watch too is Lindsey Vonn, I think, is making another appearance.
I was gonna ask you about
like,
that.
50?
Because they just ran a commercial I saw where she was crying at the last one. She's like, "This is it," and then they made it seem like she was coming back. I was like, "Well, that's kind of scum."
I'm pretty sure I think she had like retired due to injuries, but now she's back again.
She ain't going.
I don't know, man. I think she's 41 years old. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm in for
cool story.
I'm in for curling.
You put
Maybe
curling?
some speed skating.
Well, I was gonna say figure skating for sure, and I couldn't.
Really?
I love watching figure skating.
Okay.
And once again, and this is going to be sexist. I like watching the women more than the men. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I just think women are like a lot more graceful.
Sure.
It's like gymnastics. You know, like I don't care about men's gymnastics. Like men's gymnastics,
Olympics.
Of course, man. Yeah, but
I've never once watched it, or happened to stumble upon it.
Yeah, exactly. But like with they do women's gymnastics, obviously.
Sure, of course.
Same thing with figure skating. Like I like watching women's figure skating.
The more you know.
Yeah.
That's probably all I got.
That's 4. We need one more. Hamby, got anything else?
Well, he said speed skating.
Speed skating? Yeah. I don't mind speed skating, I guess.
You know what's foul? Do you play
I do like the cross country skiing with the shooting because it makes 0 sense to me.
Okay, so that's literally what I was about to say. Did you have
biathlon?
I had it on PlayStation 2. They made a Winter Olympics. It was like Sochi 06. They made the game. And I had it, and I remember playing the one where you ski.
You gotta ski.
And then you shoot. And my bro was always so tired because I was haul-assed on the skis, I never hit the shots.
Dude, I never understood the biathlon thing.
I don't get it.
Because, like, and obviously the Olympics date back to how long? So I'm sure this is like an old school thing. But, like, in what world you gotta ski?
I know.
And then, all right, let's calm that heart rate down a little bit. And now you gotta shoot this target.
Who came up with that?
No idea.
Like, who was the first person like, let's ski real fast and shoot at stuff?
Yeah, no idea.
I do have a last one, actually. The one where they're in, like, the slide, if you will, and they run real fast and they jump in the thing.
Oh, luge. Oh, yeah. Skeleton and like luge and the bobsled. Oh, yeah, bobsled for sure, too.
I'm into that.
But, dude, the skeleton's the one where you go face first, right? Because there's a face first one where you're on a sled. That's to type in skeleton. You're literally on like this rickety sled and you're face first. Good luck to you.
Winter Olympics sounds dangerous.
Oh, it's
way more dangerous
man.
than summer.
It's ice. It's cold. Brr.
Yeah, I mean, because people wipe out on skis all the time.
Yeah, but I don't get the biathlon thing at all.
No.
And by the way, have you watched that? I assume you played the game.
Yeah.
But like, it sucks because if you miss a target, you have to go on like the penalty thing and go like an extra half a mile.
It's foul,
dude.
I don't get it.
As soon as like I'm gassed and I'm trying to lock it in, my first miss, I go, screw it, I'm done.
I know.
And I'm throwing my gun and I'm done. I'm walking off. I'm not going to finish for my country.
I just don't know why it's a thing.
Like, I'm getting ready to have a heart attack, and you have to make it go through the penalty zone for a lap? Screw you.
Have you ever seen this, Hamby?
No.
Really?
Hamby, it's ridiculous.
You ski for no reason like a mile.
Hamby, literally, like, imagine your heart rate's up to, I assume, 160, 170.
Yeah.
You're pumping hard, and now you got to calm yourself. You got to hit this small-ass target with this little pellet gun, and if you miss, they make you go in the penalty ring where you have to go like around like 4 times.
Yes.
While everybody else is making it and like,
and
shushing and sloshing all over the place.
By the way, this isn't like downhill skiing. This is like you're basically running with skis on.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
But it's harder because you're on skis and you're in snow. Yeah.
Like you're not. Yeah, it's really dumb.
We had a cross country team in our high school, like our middle school. Hey, I was all set. It's so hard. It's so hard to cross country ski, man.
Wait, you had cross country skiing in high school?
Yeah, it was like a high school sport.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
our team was good too. But we used to like go on field trips, like, end of year school. Well, not end of year, but like middle Christmas break. We used to go cross country skiing, and like, dude, it was horrible. I sucked at it. Not fun.
I wouldn't have gone. I wouldn't have had the permission slip signed.
For sure. Yeah, I would have sat in class the whole time.
I would have rather, without a doubt.
For sure.
Oh. Best field trip we had was the trash. I tell you guys ever about that?
The trash?
Did you guys have this field trip to the trash? The landfill?
No.
It's not a joke.
You guys are going to a landfill.
I'm dead serious. This is as real's ever been.
You guys trying to save some money, I guess, sounds like.
This is, Manatee County Schools. They loaded up multiple buses of third graders and took us to the landfill. and drove us to the top of the landfill where we're overlooking all the garbage. And that's why you recycle. And it was like, what the hell? We're in 3rd grade. And like literally, we're just looking at trash.
As Casey's got his Lunchable out.
Basically.
Just throwing it, chucking it in the landfill.
100%. Basically. They were like, literally, like, we're just looking at trash. And we're like, all right.
Yeah.
And then they're like, back in the bus. And that was end of field trip.
That's unreal.
And this is the scariest thing. The route down, I'm assuming they didn't plan for school buses.
Sure.
Because we just like, because you know how, like, tall.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The bus driver just down. And we were like holding on for, like, it was scary.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they had a plan to get the school buses down.
How'd you get up then?
There was like a route. But it was weird because, like, we went around and, like, we were away from the route and there was no, like, U-turn.
Was there an odor coming from it, too?
It smelled like trash.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Manatee County schools, bro. That's them.
That's more.
Scum.
That's horrible. We always went to cheese because was so Wisconsin. We used to always go to cheese factories and see how cheese was made, which
better than the
fine.
Dude,
I mean,
trash.
Hey, compared to your experience, yeah. I mean, I would have paid because we got free samples at the end. So.
We did not get any samples. Thank goodness. What about you? You ever been on a bad field trip, Hamby? You private school.
Oh yeah, man. You know they were going pumping out the Ritz for the private schools.
No, I mean we went to the zoo. We went to the Alhambra up the road.
Buckingham Palace, the White House.
I don't know what Alhambra is, but it sounds like something pretty fancy.
It's the dinner theater.
It's the dinner theater. I've never been there, but I know what it is. It's kind of right down the road.
Right down the road.
Oh. What'd you guys
go
see?
see, I don't know, Wizard of Oz or Annie or something like that. Let's see. The best field trip I ever had was in AP Spanish. And
if it's another country, I'm not.
If you're going to Spain.
No, we went up to FSCJ, I think it was. And they had like this performance arts where like these dancers would like dance in each of the countries.
Oh, okay.
Like how they would
kind of like the World of Nations that they do here, the Festival of Nations. Okay.
And that was the best field trip because they invited individuals from the crowd up to learn the dances.
Did you go?
No, but my buddy did, and we made fun of him ruthlessly for it.
Nice.
And then afterwards, our treat was we got to go to a local Mexican restaurant and just eat. So I had a great time. I had a great meal, and it was just the fellas enjoying some chips and salsa and a quesadilla.
You know what's crazy about that is I thought about it. AP. So this was a high school field trip.
Yes, this was senior year.
Huh. Our high school didn't take field trips.
Oh, dude, we went to Brewer games.
What?
If we're on good behavior. Yeah, but you had to be in good behavior. So 2 years, I had to miss out, unfortunately. But I think it was my senior year, I got to go to the Brewers game. And they played the Dodgers, and I forgot who the batter was. Who's like, I mean, we'll have to look at the roster. Like, it was been 05 or 06 Dodgers player. Hit a lot of home runs.
Beltray?
No. It was a white dude.
Sean Green?
Yes. Sean Green.
Okay.
Sean Green hit, I want to say, 3 or 4 home runs that day in Miller Park. And
that did happen, actually.
Yeah,
that did
but
happen.
So get this though. So his last, I think it was his third one. I can't remember if he hit 3 or 4, but it was his last home run that he hit. We were like in the upper deck because public school, and so in the upper deck, the ball hits our teacher in the hands, and he drops it. And like it was all over Sports Center and everything. Like, oh, look at this guy drop, literally
awesome.
hit him like, and I was right. I'm like, catch it, Mr. Brooks. And he's like, I got it. And then I was like, whoa. Whoa.
Like a cartoon.
And dude, we never let him hear the end of it. Because it's like, what the hell, man?
That was your chance.
That was your chance in front of the world. Yeah, I dropped the ball.
That's tough.
Brewers got killed, obviously, and Green hit. What I think
On
was 3 or
August
4.
30th. Wait a minute.
He definitely hit 4 home runs in a game.
Was it 4? Was it? I can't
Green
remember.
went 6 for 6 with 6 runs scored and 7 RBI in the game for the Dodgers against the Brewers.
How many home runs did he have? Was it 3?
4.
So it was his 4th home run.
It was May 23rd, 2002.
I was there, and I watched my math teacher drop the 4th home run ball.
Wow!
In his
that
literally
worth
like
something.
Yeah.
Oh, who you telling?
He probably wanted it.
And when I say like not even because this was like in the middle of the day, like there was nobody at this game, so he had nobody around him, literally right in his hands. And like the worst part was like He bobbled it, and it was like on his arm, and then his leg, and then it rolled off his leg to like the lower deck.
The only reason I knew that happened is because I've had Sean Green write that before.
No kidding.
Yes.
So he went 6 for 6 that day.
I think you'd have to make a call to the bullpen if you're that teacher and get a sub for the rest of the year.
Bro, he's a math teacher. What do you expect?
Oh,
Doesn't
man.
matter.
That's crazy, man. You guys had good field trips. On to the
Yeah,
trash.
and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think Ishii was on the mound that day. You remember Ishii? Yeah, he was supposed to be this big
the Dodgers guy.
Yeah, the Dodgers guy.
Yeah.
He's on the mound.
I told you about the story where I got the field trip. I planned the field trip for my 11th grade because I wanted to.
Yo, did you have travel and tourism?
Huh?
Bro, I had a class called Travel and Tourism, AP. Or no, ACE, I'm sorry. Ours was ACE, not AP, because we were better. And I had to plan a field trip and took some kids on a field trip to Raymond James Stadium where they're playing the hockey game.
Nah,
that's
dude.
cool.
This was to go see The Greatest Showman at the movie theater.
This wasn't a real field trip, was it?
I was in a speech class.
This was Let's Skip.
And my teacher was the choir, loved her. She was a choir teacher. And I convinced her I had to come up with a reason why The Greatest Showman would help us in our speech performance class. Just because I didn't want to go to my science.
You wanted to skip. Yeah.
And I wanted to go get some popcorn. So I had to pitch to her and the principal, got it approved, and we went.
Wow.
Free.
Dang, I got really excited. I thought you had travel and tourism. I had a class as a senior
Had
called
a nice big old icy.
I had ACE Travel and Tourism.
It's so crazy.
ACE was similar to AP. Like
Yep.
it's like I shouldn't have been in.
Sure.
But like for some ungodly reason, we had to plan field trips for like little groups, then we took them.
Yeah,
so I organized a tour of Raymond James Stadium because it was like 50 minutes from the school, so
That's
we'd blow
dope.
the whole day.
That's dope.
And then we actually had to go though.
Yeah.
And then
That's
we
sick.
went to Raymond James Stadium, took pictures and stuff, and then we ate at Sonny's and then didn't go back to school.
That's awesome.
I got like an A.
Dude, the best class I ever had in high school, we had criminalistics class.
Oh, I had I had forensic science.
Okay, so criminalistics, we got to this was ahead of its time. They staged a crime scene, and we each had like, so I was what was I? I was the attorney, and there's like detectives, and there was like forensic.
That's cool.
Everyone had their own thing, and then we had to go to the crime scene. They had to analyze it. Then they put it on my desk, and I had to break it all down.
Hell yeah.
And I was a prosecuting attorney, bro. And we had like a courtroom thing. Everything. It was amazing. And me and my best friend AP, so he was the defense attorney, and I was like I was making the accusations.
The prosecutor.
Yeah, the prosecutor. Thank you, dude. So much fun. And the best part was the judge was my friend's, who's a defendant, his ex-girlfriend. And dude, she put him in contempt for some BS because she was so bitter about them breaking up. Oh, dude, it was the best.
That's awesome.
And I was manipulating. I was on fire. But we had to do that, and then we had to do like a profiling thing. So we had to pick a serial killer.
We did this. I was just
and
gonna
then,
say we did
and
this.
then we had to do a profile. So I got Ed Gein, who big Netflix show now with Ed Gein. If you know anything about Ed Gein, the movie Psycho is based off him. Texas Chainsaw Massacre based off him. Obviously from Wisconsin, because what serial killer isn't from Wisconsin, it seems like. But long story short, used to chop up people, make them in a jerky, eat them. Nasty stuff. But I had to draw, so I had to make a profile.
It's not funny,
Dude,
but-
get this, though. I drew, because it happened in March.
Yeah.
So I drew his face with he had a fedora on. Sure. Creepy looking dude. And I put him in a Gonzaga Adam Morrison jersey. And on the was a giant poster, and I put March Madness, anybody? Because at that point, Adam Morrison, yeah. I got a C on it. My teacher wasn't impressed, but I thought it was funny.
That's awesome.
I got some laughs in class. That's all I cared about.
I got
That's
a real
better than an A.
The one
better
I
than
did
A.
was a real like boring serial killer. I forget his name. Last name is William. Wayne. I think it's Wayne Williams. He's a black dude in Atlanta,
Okay.
and he got caught. I remember this part because he used to like throw him in the trunk of his like small little car.
Okay.
And they found hairs from like 30 different people in the trunk of his car. That's how he got caught.
Really? Okay.
But it wasn't even cool. He didn't eat them.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He just threw them in the trunk, offed them. Again,
Yeah.
not funny.
No.
And then just like dumped them. And
Yeah.
it was a very boring thing, but like everybody else had cool ones like that.
Oh, dude, yeah, we had some. I mean, it's Wisconsin. If you look up like serial killers from Wisconsin, it's kind of crazy. Like how many? Because like I think Dahmer comes from there, obviously. Ed
was
Gein.
eating.
Yeah, not good. All right, well, we'll get back to some sports after this.
Dang, you did Jared Allen dirty. We're talking about straight up people eating people. It's like, here's Jared Allen. One more look at him and his curling adventure on the digital cover of Sports Illustrated, not even the real cover.
Rock stars, though. I like that.
The best we could do was put you on the digital cover, Jared. Hall of Famer? Yes. Curling? Digital cover. Best we got for you.
Shout out to New Balance sponsoring the curling shoes, it looks like.
Yeah, they're back in the game.
Which looks about right. All right, well, we got tennis when we get back here on the Brent and Austin show.
God.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax Now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austin Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
From a couple days ago, Coco Gauff, after her frustrating loss, RIP to the tennis racket. Yeah, this has been getting a lot of attention, which I really don't know why, but I guess I do know why. It's how social media is. Uncle Willie's son. Your Uncle Willie's son.
Oh,
Uncle
boy.
Willie's son.
Look at the camera guy who
Uncle
wasn't
Willie's
originally doing anything. He's
yeah,
like,
he's like,
might
I
as
better
well.
get back to work.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm not
okay.
sure what that was.
I was like, what's going on here?
Not sure where that was going.
Is this Spanish? ESPN 2. Because doesn't
Vivo?
What's Vivo mean? AP Spanish?
Live.
That's what I thought. En
Yeah,
Vivo.
yeah.
So like ESPN
So
2 live.
this is getting a lot of thoughts and opinions, mostly because this was marketed as, oh, Coco Gauff loses it, on her tennis racket after a frustrating game and everything, which is, hey, you're an athlete.
Sure.
You have a right. But, we saw this with Joey Bosa when he was walking off the field with Buffalo. Should there be cameras, in like the entryways walking to a locker room, right? We see this with NBA all the time and the frustration or the celebration. We've seen it in the NFL. We've seen it in tennis. Like, do you think like there should just be, okay, you're on the field, you're doing your thing, or you're on the court doing your thing, and then as soon as you walk off, you get your privacy until they have to come in the locker room to interview you? Or should you have access to moments like that as well?
I would say I've got, two things here. One, I got no problem with her smash, just as I have no problem with Joey Bosa.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
The answer, I would answer it and say I have no problem with seeing this or having cameras there because it doesn't bother me. If you're gonna make a huge uproar about it, then take the cameras. So
Which,
we can't see it.
by the way, it's been a little bit of an uproar.
It's stupid. Like
Yeah.
what? I feel like if it were me, I would do the same thing. I'd smash the racket.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't care enough, then
yeah. What do you want me to do? Just be like, just skip and be like, it is what it is.
got my ass beat.
Yeah.
So go to the airport. Like,
yeah.
No. I mean, if people are gonna freak out about it, then take the cameras.
Okay, so then I guess, and I agree with you, but I think to play devil's advocate here, obviously now everyone's a journalist. Everyone's got a cell phone.
Sure.
You see an athlete in public acting up, you can record them.
Sure.
Share it to TMZ, maybe get a little bit of some money, and now you're a reporter, right? So I guess my argument is, well, if you can just take a camera when an athlete's in a bar, a club, a restaurant, and if they're acting up in public, you can do that. Well, do you have the right to do this here when you're, going to your locker room throwing a tennis racket?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: they ain't gonna take the cameras away.
Yeah,
correct.
I mean, maybe they will for like a sport like tennis. I don't know,
but like it's
there's gonna be video of that one way or another.
Correct. Same thing with Joey Bosa with the helmet.
Yeah, someone's got it. I think people just got to stop being soft. Like, I don't understand how that. Hamby, you're cool with the racket smash.
Of course. Yeah.
I figured you would be. I don't understand how you watch that. I didn't even watch that.
Hey, I did. Well, she didn't. It was reading about it. She didn't do that well.
But like, I don't understand how you could watch that and be like,
sure.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why people react. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. Like, how you watch that and being like, oh, she shouldn't have done it.
No, for sure. And then I'm with you, but like, keep in mind, this is how the world is. And I think it brings up the question where you're there because you're recording the athlete. You're telling the story of the athlete and their performance. Once that performance is done on the field, does that athlete have a right to their own privacy of walking off the field to the locker room, and then when when you have time to decompress, go in the locker room as is part of your contract as being an athlete, and you do the interviews?
They probably do.
And I think that's up for debate. And I see Delphina chiming in here and say, yeah, Brent, I mean, listen, everyone does this. And we've got some great moments. Brian Williams comes in and says, it was always the bleeping Jags.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, maybe you don't get that moment if those cameras aren't on, right? And obviously when you win a football game, bring all the cameras. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, it's a celebration, right? But then when it's the other side and you lose a football game and you're pissed off and everything, like, I don't know. I guess you can't have it both ways.
Correct.
Like, you can't want to win and then have the cameras in there to get a great soundbite and then expect, oh, well, give us some privacy after we lose.
Well, that's my biggest thing there, because I'm assuming, I don't know, obviously. Did she have a problem with this video being out there?
Yes.
Okay, well.
Yes, her and a bunch of the players have come out and spoke out against the people recording her smashing the rack.
Okay, well, I'm not with that, because I'm a big believer, and I've said this a bunch, you don't get to decide when you get to be famous.
Oh, I like that.
Like, if you're in any scenario you just played out, right? Like,
correct.
In the scenario where Dewey says, Jags, you want that. But then if they lose and he's arguing with a teammate, you don't want that.
You can't have it
You don't
both
get
ways.
to choose when you get to be famous.
Sure.
The same way if you see in a grocery store, like, you can be all pissed off if someone recognizes you, but you don't get to make that choice. So I'm not with whoever complaining that they have video of her smashing the racket, because you don't get to choose that. Now, I do get the argument of maybe there shouldn't be cameras there. I think it's a thing, but
real quick, let's go over to the Brent Martineau School of Journalism and Jason Hamby.
Oh boy,
how do you feel about this, Hamby? Do you think athletes should have the right, once they walk off the field, and they're walking towards their locker rooms, to get their privacy, or do you think, hey, you're an athlete, whether you win or you lose, it's what you sign up for, and you deserve to be recorded based off your reaction?
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a little bit of both, but look,
on the fence. This preparation fence ride moment has been brought to you by Jason Hamby, everybody.
Yeah, working on that. Anyway, if you have a private locker room, like, which she does, because how else, she's not going in her tennis outfit, like, do it there or expect it to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no issue with this whatsoever. Like the Jags, they're all going to get like a second or two to do whatever they need to do in the locker room, but they know when the cameras are coming in, and what they do at that time is up to them. And why would you not expect from the field, where you were just on camera, everything that you just did on the way to the locker room, that the tunnel would not be recorded as well? Like, it's always going to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, look, as long as you're not videoing somebody in a stall. No, but like in the locker room.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Like,
Yep.
then you're a professional athlete. Like, if you're in a stadium, like outside of the bathroom or your private locker room, expect that not out of the realm of possibility that you're going to be on camera.
And I'm sure that Joey Bosa does not care.
Probably not.
And I can't imagine that when she was planning to smash the racket, I can't imagine she was like, okay.
Oh, yeah, you think she's looking around like
that's where the moment took over, that she was smashing the racket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know how, and again, if you're famous, you can pretend like, oh, I don't watch anything, I don't see anything.
Sure.
Every NBA game, you see them walking in the tunnel. Every WNBA game.
You see them walking in the stadium, like walking to the arena.
We probably, if you watch tennis, see them walking in at some point. I venture to believe there's a bump shot of them walking in at some point during the day. They should know.
All right.
So.
Okay. Well, speaking of professional athletes, real quick.
Oh boy.
Casey, and Hammy, get the clip right. This is another tennis clip.
I think this was a long time ago, but I still have it. Yes.
Was it really?
Multiple tennis clips?
This was a long time ago.
I think this is 4 years ago.
Okay. Well, this is making its rounds again.
Yeah,
but this is Australian Open, or not?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you watch tennis?
No.
Okay.
But this was trending this morning.
He does, I think.
Said no.
I was gonna watch Naomi Osaka because I wanted to see what the reaction was gonna be, but she didn't even play. I haven't watched any of the Australian Open, honestly. I just go off Twitter, and this clip was all over Twitter this morning, but it might be an old one. Casey, I want you to put yourself in the shoes of this referee or the ump real quick.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me after you watch this clip. That's the only context you're gonna get.
Okay.
But I want you to tell me how you would have handled the situation.
Oh, we already know.
If you were the ump in this situation, okay?
All right.
All right.
Bro, are you mad? Bro, are you mad? For what? And his father can talk every point. Bro, are you stupid? His father can talk every point. His father can talk every point. His father can talk every point. Answer my question. Will you answer my question? Can you answer my question, please? Can his father talk every point? He can talk anytime. Oh my God. Oh my God, you are so bad, man. Oh my God, how can you be so bad in semi-final of a Grand Slam? look at me. I'm talking to you. What do you want? To give him coaching because his father is talking everywhere. Please
Okay. So.
Oh, wait. My bad. I missed the last little part of this. Hold on. This is where the slam comes in.
So next time it should be a code violation because he's speaking here. If you don't, you are a, how can I call it? Small cat.
So.
Small cat.
Here's the. That's insane. Here's the thing.
Small cat.
Tennis is such a stupid. First off, that we're arguing over the other dude's dad coaching him.
Yeah.
But second, I hear the answer to the question that you posed. Can that guy, the ref, like legally, is the match over at that moment? Do they still have more tennis to play?
But at that moment, they had more tennis to play because it was like an intermission or a timeout, whatever it was.
Can you throw them out?
As
the ump.
I don't think so, but that's what I was thinking.
Okay,
like,
so
why
then
wouldn't you?
I would then tell him the GTFO and that he's a little cat, and then I would obviously be against him in the next match. So much so that they would probably take my referee license away, but like I would totally screw the dude. And if I could potentially throw him out and make him quit the match in the semifinal of a Grand Slam, like he said, I would actually get.
Dude, I seriously feel like tennis, and once again, this is a guy who doesn't really
Is that
watch
too
any
much?
tennis. No, not at all.
No.
But I feel like tennis is the only sport where the refs get so much crap and they just take it.
Bro.
Like, if it's NBA, oh, cool, technical, get out of here. See ya, Draymond.
True. The fact.
Right? And NFL, oh, that's going to be a flag. Oh, want to do it again? Okay, we'll see ya.
Yeah.
Tennis is just like, okay, I'll sit here and take it for the next 10 minutes in a different language and just be a good boy and take it.
How far away were they?
Oh, talking about like a foot?
Oh, they're physically close together.
Went like this.
Oh, yeah. Hamby, he's talking down to him.
You know how much of a complex you have to 5 feet away from a guy?
Dude, I'll tell
literally
you.
go like this?
Hey,
that is insane.
Hey, when that dude said, "Look at me," if I was that, I would have got off the stand and I would have gotten his face and be like, "Okay, how do you want to handle this, sir?"
That's Medvedev, and I don't know anything about tennis, but I know he's one of the best in the world.
Oh, that's Medvedev?
That's Medvedev. I know that name.
I've heard the
I
name.
just know the name.
Yeah, yeah.
A sick name.
Known bum.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's crazy, man.
I would have said something other.
And I get like back in the day, John McEnroe, we all celebrated it, right? Because I felt like he brought new eyes because he had the fire and everything. So like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, okay, it doesn't belong in the sport. But like, at least with McEnroe, like McEnroe had the threat he was gonna kill somebody.
Sure.
This was just a whiny little brat who was like a 10-year-old complaining.
Yes, agreed. Isn't tennis the sport though where like the replays like really?
Yeah. The ref really doesn't do a whole lot.
So yeah, what is bro like?
Because he was mad because he felt like his opponent's dad was saying stuff,
Which is so dumb.
I mean, you're playing in front of like what 20,000 people.
Yeah.
Somebody might step up and say something every once in a while.
Tennis is such a terrible sport.
But so is golf. Let's say, but golf is the same way though. Can't talk in the backswing. Gotta control yourself and be respect. Like all this stuff. Like it's under the same ilk. You can't tell me it's not.
I'm not.
And that's why I don't mess with golf either.
I feel like this. I don't know. I'm not
sorry.
going to argue. I'm not going to argue.
What you mean to tell me players haven't gone to officials and be like, hey, this guy's talking my backswing, throw him out?
100%. They have.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But it just feels way softer in tennis.
Yeah.
He literally, the whole beef of his argument was, bro, he's getting coached during the thing. Bro, he's talking to him, bro. It's his dad. Like, take your talents out of Australia then. Get on the plane.
Shout out to tennis umps or whatever you call them, man.
Yeah.
It's kind
Guy
of
in
a
the
thankless
chair.
job, I think. Yeah. I can't name one of them, but they're getting.
I can't name tennis players.
They're getting chastised.
Let alone
I can name a couple of them.
a bro in the.
Kasey Kuhrts, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
One last time.
Last dance.
Yeah, you're here till 11:30.
I'm here till 11:30. Stop by at like 11 or so.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Say what's up. All right. For Jason Hamby, Kasey Kuhrts, I'm Austen Lane. Y'all stay safe, stay casual. We'll check you out tomorrow. Peace.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. And most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of the filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.